Welcome, Internet, to the Play Some Video Games podcast. It's your boy, Dat Ninja Dev, joined as always by Donnie, Eat the Hype Reese, Delvin, the Big E of PSVG Cox, and the Platinum Princess herself, Miss Haley Nicole Miller. How are you tonight?
AKA Boobs McGee.
Boobs McGee.
Off to a great start.
It's the final show, and we're going out with a bang.
God, the podcast like we fucking dying. It's like PSVG for the last time. Bitch, we just coming back? What you talking about?
Yeah, we're coming back in January. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's not a death.
Yeah.
Are we?
I mean, you know, I'm all right. I'm here.
Good. Well, it's the final show of the year for PSVG.
2024. We're coming back next year. Don't panic.
We sure?
Yeah, we come back.
All right.
All of us.
We'll be back. We?
We? Yes.
It's just going to be all Delvin all the time. He's doing all the shows by himself.
No,
Oh, wow.
Just Delvin.
absolutely not.
That's the true Delvin Cox experience.
I just got an email from Ubisoft letting me know that they're celebrating 2 years of the Crew Motorfest. That shit's been out for 2 years.
2 years? What?
Wow.
I thought he was going to say, just got a message from Ubisoft saying I got banned.
Wow.
First Threads, now Ubisoft. Now
Why would you
done.
think that?
Why would I not think that?
I mean, I think that was just a joke about you getting banned from Threads.
I think he realizes that. I think he's well aware of
That
that.
just sucks. I think they've got issues with their policies or whatever.
I agree. Thread sucks. All social media sucks. Except podcast. The podcast is great.
That's true.
Well, Haley, you're kind of a guest. So what the hell you been up to? It's the PlayStation 30th anniversary.
Tell us about
Must
your
be
job.
exciting.
Can't wait to hear about her recent shift
Oh,
at
I mean,
Circuit City and the Kmarts.
what? Actually, it was a part source. That's the only shift that worked this week was a part
Ace
source.
Hardware.
For a second, I thought she said it was an apartheid. So like, what the fuck? Like,
Wow.
what is going on?
What
How?
the fuck?
What?
He just hears racism. Like, it just
Yes, he
finds
does.
it.
That's what it sounded
Yes.
like
It's
for a
all.
second.
It's like you're engineered and conditioned to find it. You know, like the
Like she
machines
wanted
in the
some
maze.
apartheid.
Apartheid. Like there's not. It's not even.
Not even
It's
the
close.
same.
Not
Close enough.
never.
Look.
Close
No.
enough.
Yeah,
Not
give us
even.
free.
Give us free.
What part of me working at an auto parts store and apartheid are the same thing?
Very close. Very similar.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't
We're
even know what to say about that.
we're exclusive.
The machines in the Matrix
I barely
is
work.
Delvin.
Um,
He's just going
so-
Goddamn
to
right.
find listening for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Goddamn
I
right.
barely worked. So nothing work wise.
Furman, the Fury,
Like how-
Fury, it's racist. It's a racist name.
But for those not active in the Discord, Dev had to be my tech support guy for my PlayStation.
PS5 is broke as fuck.
Oh, I got some far broken than that.
She paid $700. The shit was
I paid $1,100.
$1,100 to see the picture a little bit sharper and it's broken.
Yeah, she's paid $11
Well, it
to talk to
was-
Dev.
It
That's
was
what happened.
broken.
Mm.
I had to take it to GameStop and get it replaced, and they were really kind about it. But like
Well, that's nice.
that got all
Well, I mean, it is Canada.
no issues
Yeah,
with the new
yeah.
one. So I'm still having a blast and have been playing a bunch of stuff. So
That's good.
Nice.
That's good.
I installing the disk drive and my SSD is still just as simple as ever. So and
Nice.
all of my saves were uploaded. And Donnie was ready to go right away for as soon as I told him. He was like, "Yeah, I got time now if you want to log in."
There you go. That's how it works.
Nice.
Uh,
Did you change your theme for the 30th anniversary? Did you pick one, or did you just leave it alone?
I just left the 30th
Chalfie
anniversary
booing
one.
us.
Okay.
I don't know. He just likes booing. Maybe he's saying boo earns.
Boo, boo,
I was saying
All right.
Boo earns.
Was I spoiling the new Transformers movie? The movie I haven't seen? How am I going to spoil that?
Transformers 1 is
Great movie.
fantastic.
Oh, she's going to
I know I
Fantastic.
haven't seen it yet.
Thank God. You'll spoil it for everybody. Just tell the whole plot.
Sure.
Is there a plot?
Yes, there is.
Oh, yeah.
For Transformers
Very much
1,
so.
probably.
Very much so.
I've just been playing Horizon and Dragon Age. That's all I've been playing.
Okay. Not
Those
bad.
two very woke games.
Yes,
So woke.
very woke.
So woke.
Yeah,
Fucking
so woke.
It's the
God.
wokest shit ever.
Bringing the whole damn industry down.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's not. They don't even use it right. It's just so sad.
No, they don't.
They don't.
We
They
know.
don't.
Just God. So irritating.
Did you get anything for Black Friday, Haley?
Did I? With what money, dude?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
the money
just-
she spent
I
on the
had to-
PS5.
I had to go
Yeah.
to community care for food
got-
today. What money, dude?
But you got a
Jesus
PS5 Pro.
That was my birthday gift.
Priorities.
I saved
No,
for that.
Kaylee, no, there's no birthday. What are you talking about? You don't get to bitch about being poor with PlayStation 5 Pros. Okay, that's not how that works. You
I
don't
am
get to
poor
do both.
2 months out of the year. I'm poor 2 months out
What
of
do
the
you
year.
think you are, American?
Yeah. What am I not allowed to have nice things that I
Yeah.
work my ass off for?
No. you're
Not if you can't get food. Yes.
I get paid tomorrow.
Wait a minute, what are
I
you
just
talking
ran out.
about?
What
Yes.
do you want from me?
To be fair, she did get food. She wrestled some
church.
homeless guy for it.
No, it's not by the church here. It's done by Community Care, United Way. So
Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
oh, humanitarian efforts, humanitarian
Yeah.
aid.
I wonder if they would give
Was the
giving you
food good?
knowing you got a PlayStation 5
She's got
Pro.
the evaporated milk
well, they looked at how
and the
much
harvested
for the
cheese
year,
while
it
she's
still
playing
gave me
that
food,
PS5
so-
and 120 frame glory.
Goddamn
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yeah,
Priorities, man.
Hey, I ain't mad at it.
just reminds me of the damn
If you can get it, get it.
the like the Pell Grant, the Hope scholarships and shit.
what I don't know what that
Scholarship money just hit. It's time to go
Mhm.
get some consoles.
Yeah.
Oh,
Remind me of
is.
that.
Who's
Remind me of the them
Ooh, got
PPP
that
loans.
financial aid check. Let's
Every
go get
college
these
student
Nikes.
across America, Haley.
Oh, okay.
Remind me of those
That's how we
PPP
get down.
loans. Yeah, I got a business.
Fuck. Hey man, I literally it's just December that's like no shifts. January we're back to busy as hell. So like
It's okay, Hal.
Well-
You don't have to explain that to us. It's okay.
I know. I also
No.
know he's just joking around with me. He's not
Am
actually.
I?
Oh, he's not joking.
Are you? Are you? I don't know.
No.
$1,100
No.
goes a long way at the
Yeah.
Food More store or whatever the
And,
fuck
yeah,
Canada calls
buy
it.
more.
Was it
The Moose
Food
Shop.
Mart.
I would argue it actually doesn't. Like
At
food
the
is
make
so.
a bargain.
Jesus.
I spend like $600 on groceries a month. That's how expensive it
That's
is.
sense.
Fuck. That's a lot.
Yes.
I spend more
For
than
for
that.
just I mean I spent
For
money,
two
but also I'm
people.
feeding
It's-
4 people.
Haley's eating
For
good
two
though.
people.
Yeah,
I
no,
mean, for 600
Yeah,
for
she's
2
eating good.
people, I
She is.
definitely wouldn't spend that for 2 people. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot for two people.
that's just the cost of food, though. My mom freaks out all the time. She's like, "Why is this so expensive?" I'm like, "I don't make the prices. Don't yell at me."
Haley, I want to see your fridge. It ain't better not be like chips and chips Ahoy cookies and shit like that.
It's basically empty right now.
Mhm.
Who's putting chips and cookies in
Yeah,
the fridge?
food-
Haley, Haley, that's a
What kind of
What?
shit?
Haley,
What? Who's-
bunch of goddamn hot pockets.
Those
That
go
I
in
don't
the
even
freezer, not even the fridge.
Shit like that.
Wait.
Like not actual
Get it
food that you have to cook.
together.
Why
What
are
the
we
hell do
still
y'all
on
do
these
in Florida?
spoiling movies?
Steakums.
Oh man.
Good stuff. All right, we're gonna leave you alone, Haley. Delvin, you played Atari. Tell us about
No,
it.
no.
Oh,
I
yeah.
bought an
let's see.
Atari. Didn't play it.
What?
You bought Atari but didn't play it.
It
What?
said you have a lot
Maybe
to
in-
say, so
maybe
I
in
was
2025.
assuming you played it.
Maybe we
Let-
change the name to buy some video games.
No. This
You
this
guys are
time
really good at that.
it's not
Well,
on
if, we,
me.
if we do purchase some video games, we can keep the logo.
That is a good
Here we
point.
Hey,
some
there it
video
is.
There
Purchase
it
some
is.
video
That's
games.
what we do now.
That's our new thing.
Okay. Now, I don't know if you guys saw this. On Black Friday,
What? Right? Huh? Right? Black? What?
Racist
Chocolate
ass
Friday.
Friday.
Notice if I said
Chocolate
Black
Friday.
Friday.
That's even worse.
Notice if I said Black Friday, he'd be like, "What day?" Huh?
Yeah,
Who's gay?
goddamn right. So on this Friday that passed, the Atari
The darkest
VCS,
of Fridays.
yes, the darkest of Fridays.
Dark Friday.
They had the Atari VCS. I don't know if you guys know what this was. This was
VCR.
Atari's attempt at making a modern console.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Kickstarter thing at one point, and it was $300. And what it was you're supposed to get the original Atari games, add a streaming site on it as well, that you can like play as many Atari games you want to for like $40 a month. And it also had $40 a year, I think it is.
Streaming?
Streaming as well.
Like you can't download them?
No.
Like Stadia. Somebody
Yes.
tried to Stadia Atari.
No, there's more. There's more.
boy.
But wait,
Oh, wait,
Good luck.
there's
What
more.
The fuck? Who
You
the
can
hell
buy
is
it-
stream an Atari game?
Oh my god.
It was like this classic catalog of different games you can stream that you can pay for.
Yeah,
You
you,
also
can pay
can download
$4
games.
and put them all
Why?
on a calculator and play them too. Like,
I agree
this
with
is
that.
true.
Oh, we're
like,
gonna get to this.
What the fuck would
But-
stream an Atari game?
But the point was they were supposed to be old to modern Atari games and other games added onto it.
Right.
And they also had like an Atari store where you can buy these games as well
eShop.
and download to the system. And the whole key thing to it was not only an Atari, it was a PC. So you can upgrade it and add more RAM to it and add more hard drive space and all that
How
stuff.
much
That was the
RAM
whole-
does it? It needs 1 kilobyte of RAM to run every
Right.
Atari game ever made.
You would think so. But it has, I think it's 8 gigabytes on it. But anyway, so
doesn't
I get this
even-
thing in.
Doesn't compute.
I open the box up.
You're right.
Oh
Dev,
boy.
the Atari VCS does not compute.
Correct.
We're going to
You
get
just
to
pick
that.
it up and I'm putting down.
We're going to get to that. So I open the box up. And it smells like the old Atari from the 70s, which I kind of dug. It smells like,
Stop. Why are you smelling a console in the first place?
I don't know if you know this, Haley. This
First
is
of all, when you open the box of any console, it definitely has a smell.
Yeah, the Atari 2600 and the 7800 it had a unique, old cheap plastic smell to it. That as soon as you get
1000%.
near it, you can smell it.
Tell us about the old days, Grandpa.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So I looked at it, right? I'm like, oh,
Facts.
that smells like familiar. It brought back to the past stuff like that back in the
The
1800s.
fucker said, "My Atari's here. I can smell it." Like he
Yes.
knew when they dropped the bitch off.
So I knew something
Yeah.
was wrong when I lifted it up. Like, oh, this is extra light. Like this feels like it's a
Delvin got
A
again.
streaming
no.
box?
yeah, like it feels like a Roku.
They didn't hit him with
Oh,
the.
boy.
They didn't hit him with the Vita TV.
So well, I wish it was the Vita TV. So
I have one of those.
Those
Didn't
excellent.
they go up in price?
they probably did. They were
Yeah,
were
that-
excellent.
Yeah, I
Those
think
were
they've,
really good.
people have been modding them for Vita games.
They are really good. But
I'll
I
sell mine for
digress.
$300.
Yeah, they're good. Vita TV is awesome.
That thing was such a train. It was not awesome. That was a train wreck of
It
a
was
fucking
great.
idea.
Definitely was
It
not
was an
awesome.
It was
awful
great.
idea. Awful,
Great.
awful idea.
Awful idea. Great little system.
No,
For the price.
awful product, awful execution, awful
Great.
thing that they
No,
made.
no. You don't know awful, Donnie. I'm living with awful right goddamn now that's right next to me.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna
Well, you
say
have
this
it.
is the
You have it.
worst
Pick it up. Pick it up.
goddamn
Johnson,
system
put
I
it on
ever
the
played in
screen.
my life.
Put it
This
on
It's
the
an
screen.
Atari. Of course, it's an Atari.
No.
We've been telling you this all year.
Yeah, I don't
Oh.
think this is anything new. This is not a revelation. We've been said it was trash.
Blips and bloops, man. It's just blocks
Yes.
running into other blocks.
Not
Oh
even.
boy.
Not even. So I pulled it out because Dev seen it. See, this is the system, right?
That's the PS2.
That's what
No, the
looks like.
three. The three, right? The three with
See
the.
all
Yeah.
the modern technology behind it?
Yeah.
None of that means shit. Because the shit fucking doesn't work.
At all?
Let me tell you what happens. So, I boot this thing up, right? I knew something was wrong when the start screen fucking started to stutter.
Oh.
like it went from 10 like it went from 10 frames to 5. Like and Devin was in here like, oh, that can't be good.
Why
No.
do you still have it?
Oh, we'll get to that. So, because I got it
Mind your
yesterday.
business, Dev.
So,
I'm so confused.
so, you it boots up, right?
Does it?
Kind of.
Right. It
So
turns
when it
on.
boots up-
I
when
don't know
it
about
warms
boots
up,
up. It
does-
turns
does-
on.
Do the tubes inside have to get warm? Or
Right, you gotta
something
warm it up. Has to like slowly, gradually come on.
like-
Gotta warm the TV up.
So it boots. It loads. I'll just say that, and pretty much. So when it gets to the screen, right, it gives you the whole thing where either you want to sign in as a guest or you want to create an account. So like, okay, let me create an account. I try to create an account. It says something like, you can't do this transaction right now. Like, I can't put my name in? Nope.
The servers are overloaded. Too many people.
So I say, okay, I will go in as a guest.
All three of them.
So I go in as a guest. It gives me the information to put in my Wi-Fi information and stuff like that. I put that in. Works fine. I go to try to go to the games. You can't access the games at this time. Like, that's weird. Then it says system needs an update. I send top screen and say, okay, let me try to update the system. I try to update the system. The system crashes.
In the middle of an update?
Yes. Then I go back, it goes through the whole process again, try to update the system again. It says system cannot be updated at the time. So I say, okay, you know what? I say, maybe there's something wrong with the system. Let me factory reset it. I go to the factory reset thing. You have to be signed into your account to factory reset.
What?
Hang on. Because I'm an inquiring mind while we're listening to Delvin tell
You're
the
looking it
tale.
Oh, I'm going to get to that part.
I went to Reddit, and there is a Reddit for the Atari VCS. And the
I'm going to get to that.
6 threads are just got a VCS and it won't accept password even after BIOS restore.
I'm
Atari
getting to that.
VCS won't update or let me create an account. It's
I'm
just
getting to that.
one after the other.
So,
And they sold this shit
They
for
done
$300.
robbed y'all. That's why.
so I had to go down the rabbit hole next. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So, like Donnie did, I Googled it. I saw Reddit. I saw all that stuff Donnie was talking about. I said, oh no.
Oh no.
This is not good. So I said, this can't be right. This can't be good at all. This is bad. So I sit on my computer like reading about BIOS and all this shit I don't know nothing about. Like, what the fuck does all this mean? I finally get to this YouTuber. And he's like, look, you have to get this thing working, because what's happening is, he says because the system's been sitting in a warehouse so long, it basically is like stuck in the format it's in. So what I had to do was I had to go download the actual firmware update
Sure.
and flash
Like
the
a
whole
computer.
system.
Yep.
Yes.
Using the
It's
BIOS.
Yes.
That's the BIOS, exactly. This is what we do with PCs.
Yes. I had to become a goddamn computer technician to get this shit started. So I had to go through this whole thing, watch the goddamn tutorial of the guy doing it. I finally got to do it. I put it in the Atari. It does the update. I'm like, okay, and it starts up. Like, oh, okay. It lets me put in my username and stuff like that. Everything going good. So I say, let me go look at these games. I'm excited now. Let's see what we got. Let's see the free games they give us.
Excited?
Because I want to see what games they give us. Because I'm like, okay. Because the whole thing was, it was supposed to be a bunch of like.
It's the same games they're going to sell. It's the same games they sell. It's not different games.
It's supposed to be indie games as well as like newer Atari games.
Right. I know the newer Atari games they sell. You can buy them. You just buy them on Switch.
So I wanted to see how it ran, and I want to see what games it came
poorly.
with. So I'm gonna get to that. So I go to the library that the system came with.
Library.
The library.
Goddamn right. I'm from Miami, bitch.
The library.
It's the library.
Library.
So it is the shittiest, and this is an understatement, lineup of Atari games I've ever seen in my fucking life. I'm thinking we're going to have like something similar to what the Atari 50 has or what my Atari 7800 has. It's worse than that. It has like basketball and golf. Like haunted house. I'm like, this is fucking awful. These are the games y'all give me for free?
It's Atari 50.
And y'all was no, it's not Atari 50.
Atari 50 has those same games.
No, it's a lesser lineup than Atari 50.
Oh, I realize it doesn't have all of them, but I was thinking it was going to be the same game.
It doesn't have half of them.
Yeah, the Atari 25.
It's not even that. It's like the Atari 5.
Hey,
Atari 5?
Hey.
What is $300?
we're pulling the Capcom. Yeah, you have the Capcom
Like, yeah.
5 and you have the Atari 5.
Yeah, I'm like, this is
What
fucking-
more do you need? You got basketball.
Blips and bloops, baby.
Have you
Blips
ever
and
played
bloops.
Atari basketball? That was a train wreck. What a
That's
disaster.
horrible. What a fucking horrible game. Like you're
I've
throwing
never
a
played
square
an
ball.
Atari game.
Throwing
so-
a square ball at a square basket with square
Wait,
aliens. Like the
wait.
people look like aliens. They look like aliens. These weird, like figure. They look like hieroglyphics on
Yes.
like a pyramid wall trying to play basketball or some shit.
Yes, it's very awful.
It's bad.
It's terrible. It's
So-
terrible.
It's horrible.
I'm like, where are all the games they advertised that were supposed to be like a whole huge library of games supposed to get?
Mm-hmm.
You have to sign up for the service to get those games. And
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
Did you not read anything?
Reading, bitch, please. I'll do that.
Reading.
Then you
Bitch,
got exactly
please. I
what you
don't do
deserve.
that.
No, so I looked at the games you can buy, and the games you can buy are like, ooh. They look like
much
somebody did like graffiti to make the cover art for it. Like this is
You know what these are, right? These are Ouya's new keys.
yeah, that's what it looks like.
Well, I've got good news for you. Yeah. Melvin.
What?
So the answer to your problems rests in Delvin Jr. You need to give him this box.
That's what I was thinking.
Tell him to go put Batacera on it, because that's what a lot of people on YouTube doing. They run Batacera on it, and I use Batacera on several of my emulation drives, and just put all the Atari games on like on an emulator in Batacera and put that on there, and then launch that instead.
Yeah, because what I'm hearing is it's a decent box to just use as an emulator.
Sure.
I'm like, okay, for
I
$80,
don't know, like,
that's fine.
You're not playing PS2 games or anything. This person is literally playing
Well,
Atari
Atari
games. Yeah.
well, from what they said, this system was quote unquote was supposed to be able to play PC games.
It's just a little streaming box. It's got a
Yeah,
PC mode that ain't really a PC mode. They've got apps and everything. It's literally like just a little
It's a Roku.
streaming stick, except it has a network port.
I am glad that I didn't pay the original $300 for this because I would have went to Atari and beat Mr. Atari's ass to death, and I'd have been going to prison. That'd have been bad.
Much did you pay for it, Delvin?
$80.
That's way too much. That
Yes.
shit should have been $20.
Oh wow, you can freely open the board and replace
Yeah,
SSD sticks and stuff on it.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing about it.
Like,
I was
like
playing
a PC.
GameCube on it. Yeah, it's pretty decent. It's decent enough. You can play GameCube shit on it. He's playing Double Dash.
Yeah, they said you can mod this thing up and put all this other
Playing
stuff. That's the whole.
PS2 on it.
How many other things do you already own that you can do that with?
Doesn't matter, Dev.
Yeah,
We're gonna
thank
do
you,
it
Don.
on
Donnie-
all the things.
Donnie's trying to give me hope.
Doesn't matter.
I'm giving you no hope. I'm calling you a dumbass for buying.
I bought
it.
another handheld
Well, I'm a dumbass.
Of course you
Wait,
did.
what?
I'm a dumbass for many other things.
because it was on sale. I was like, "Yep, let's get another one,
That's why he bought the Atari.
Another
games
one.
on sale.
another one."
Goddamn right.
Yeah, except mine's gonna work and is good.
Another one.
Everybody's complaining about the price of eggs and gas and shit. We got
Not everybody.
Haley buying
me.
fucking
PS5 Pro.
$1,100 fucking pros. Y'all are buying things
Oh, my shit
just
was
because
my shit was like
the price of
$100.
eggs ain't too high. It's all a lie. It's all a sham. It's all some
100%.
bullshit.
100%.
Actually, a carton of eggs here is like $4. It's not even that bad.
That's exactly what happened.
Exactly.
Big
Yeah.
Eggs looked at everybody buying PS5 Pros and they were like, "They got this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They got
We
it.
could raise
They
the
got
price
$4.
$3.
We can raise the price. It is. Not a problem.
100%.
Wait, hold on. Were eggs actually $1 for real?
Yes.
At some point, yeah. Yeah.
Again,
Eggs were like $1.99 a carton.
capitalism was a mistake.
Yeah, capitalism was a mistake.
It was a mistake.
Because these eggs didn't get no better, but the price sure did go up.
Yes,
Mhm.
they're not better.
They might actually be worse.
They might be gluten free. Don't know how that works,
I was gonna say,
but that's what they told me.
there's no gluten in there.
There's a lot of people upgrading these. They're putting
I-
SSDs in
I
them.
was Deb and I with the same thought.
Well,
And I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know what the controller is and all that, but like, it's if you do upgrade it and turn it into an emulation box,
Well, that's what I'm doing.
at least it looks cool.
It does
Yeah.
look
You know, it's
cool.
got like the wood grain and shit on it. Like, yeah, that's kind of neat. Is it Bluetooth? Is it wireless Bluetooth?
Yes,
So you can put an Xbox controller on that damn thing, no problem.
yes. I haven't tried it, but yes, in
Perfect.
theory you can.
Perfect. Yeah, you bought an
In
80
theory, you're asking Delvin if it
you
has
bought a
gluten. I think you're looking
$90
up yourself.
emulation box. That's what you did.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
A $90 piece of junk.
It's not junk. It's emulation machine.
Yeah.
You've bought an Apple TV.
Yes.
Basically,
I'm more excited about my movie poster that came in today that I got for Back to the Future that I will hang up
Now
and put in my.
that's
Pretty cool. I found a website that sells like movie posters, and they had on Black Friday had like a $15 off, so I got it like for $10. Big ass Back to the Future poster
And where you gonna put it?
in my living room, right where the arcade cabinets are at.
I see Dev Snurts and I with the same thought.
It's gonna be.
Yeah.
That was a goddamn joke, you idiots! I know eggs are gluten free.
It wasn't a good one. It was bad. Like the
No.
Atari.
No,
Yes.
no. The fact that you guys had to think about that shit, like, hey, does eggs have
No,
gluten?
we didn't think
Look,
about it.
y'all
We were
thought
like,
about
that's
it.
not how that works. That's
We
not how
didn't
that
have to
works. Of
think
course,
about
they're
it.
gluten-free.
I just dismissed it.
Yes, you should have did what Donnie did. You both failed. Thank you.
No, you failed for
No.
buying this thing.
You-
Buying
No.
this
Sorry.
piece of
I
garbage.
felt a life.
You know, like
Anyway.
Delvin is to video games like how I am to cars. Like I love like some ugly ass cars that like nobody want. I look at them like that's my shit.
That's true.
That's Delvin. Delvin
Yeah.
sees damn game console, comes around, he's like, oh, gotta have it.
Gotta have that.
He's
bitch.
Atari
bad
blips
one.
and loops. He's like, oh man,
needs that.
I need it.
I need it.
I need
It's
it.
hot.
Needs it.
Yes.
Good.
Only one I
Lord.
didn't buy like that was the TurboGrafx 16. I think it was. 'Cause they was charging.
It's still haunting you to this day, isn't it?
They was charging the same price for that
It's
bitch
like
that
me-
when it came
It's
out.
like me with the PS4 anniversary. He's like, God,
Yeah.
the TurboGrafx, I could have had it.
No,
It's
not
he
at all.
still had it. You see how
Could've
fast
had
he
the
had it?
turbo
He
graphics.
I
had it at
remember.
the ready. He
'Cause
was
they
like,
were like-
ah.
No, because
One
they
that
were
got
charging
me.
the same price that it was when it came out. Like, bitch, you lost your mind.
But you just bought a fucking. You were gonna buy an Atari for $300 at one point.
No, I was not gonna buy it for $300.
You were considering it. I'm sure we can check the tapes.
I do like the look. It's got the wood grain and like the grills and the louvers. It's a decent look.
It's a
Just
decent
get
looking
you
system.
Get you an old school, CRT TV.
No, he needs
there.
he needs a wood
Nice.
cabinet TV to match.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
I
Yeah, with the
actually
antennas.
can
Mhm.
get a CRT
Yeah.
TV for like free.
Yeah, can't we all? Like that's
I mean, that's
some
kind of
big
how
deal.
the-
I mean,
how they
I'm
work
pretty sure I
at this
could walk down the street right now and just get a CRT for free. Like,
A lot of people are paying for those.
Well,
not
A lot of
here,
people-
they're not. They're on
Hey,
every street
listen.
corner.
listen, a lot of people paid for that Atari too.
They
Okay,
sure
just
did.
because people are,
You're one of them.
It was a smart
Exactly.
idea.
He didn't say he could get it for free. He said light free, which means he was probably going to pay
No.
some money.
No, free. I will get it for free.
I have
But I don't want it
two.
because that's horrible.
I have two sitting in my.
Shut up, bitch! Goddamn Siri! Stay out my business!
I have two sitting in my closet. I have a 19-inch and a 26-inch.
Nice.
Yeah, the 19-inch is the VHS combo. You know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
yeah, it's a good. One.
19 inches.
A Venom. I know. Look,
Oh my
They got
goodness.
2024, guys.
themselves
2024.
look,
Train wreck.
look.
Absolute train wreck.
We are not here for a good time. We're here for a long time.
We are not.
Are
Like
we?
every PSVG episode. Yes, we are.
Y'all might be. I'm not.
Uh-huh.
Deb says he's out.
I am out at 8:30.
Hard 8. Hard out.
Mhm.
Whoa.
No diddy. No diddy. No diddy.
Jesus.
Okay, Donnie,
Hey,
you played some games. You did some things.
sure.
What happened in your neck of the woods? I'm sure
I
it's better
watched-
than whatever the fuck Delvin was doing.
I watched Delvin's documentary about the weird puppet man, the old man.
About the what?
Yeah, the
The
weird
pervert
puppet man.
cult leader.
It was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty outlandish. So
Yeah.
it was pretty good. I recommend it. I also watched another documentary, which is shouted out on Blue Sky, called "The Remarkable Life of Evelyn," and I would recommend it wholly to like our audience, and all of our contributors. I think everybody here would like it. That shit had me like almost like, well, look, I was high, so definitely the part, but that shit had me like almost ugly crying by the end.
It was on Netflix, right?
Yeah, it's a Netflix documentary, and it's about this guy who has a disease that they call like, I want to say it's called like Duquesne. So it's essentially like now I didn't forgot the damn like what we call it, like muscular dystrophy. Like
Yes.
like he's just confined to a wheelchair, can't move, like has
Mhm.
no, and he slowly lost these abilities as he like, so like, when he was born he was fine, and then like by the time he's 5 he's in a wheelchair and it just gets suddenly worse and worse and worse, right? And you start the movie and you just think it's about this, you know, this kid and like the things he's going through, and then it kind of takes like somewhat of a curve, because it's like through the beginning of it, you know, his family's all like, yeah, he's just, you know, kind of just kept to himself and stayed away, and they got these home videos of him like off by himself and stuff, and they're like, you know, he would just like stay in his room, and you know, we got him a computer and he's playing on his computer and stuff, and you know, long story short, as you guys can all probably understand, he dies. And they go to have a funeral for him, they post, and thousands of letters come in, emails from people that knew their son online, and they're like, what is going on? Like, they were completely shocked because they never took the time to get to know their son and this like other life that he was leading. And he's playing like, I don't even remember, I want to say it's like World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft. It was World of Warcraft.
And his friends, when they find out that he's passed, they petition the family. They're like, well, one, we want to be at the funeral. We want a crest of our clan on his casket. We want to take care of the tombstone. Like, they all show up, they all carry. And like you realize like what we've done doing this for so long, what so many people have done for so long, going back to the kids that were carrying TVs for LAN parties. And it's just a really great reflection on the power that this hobby that we all love can have over people. And here was the thing, he never told anybody about his condition. So all of his friends found out when he died.
Wow.
He didn't tell anybody. They didn't know that. Like, they didn't know him like that. And so when they go and they give a speech and everything, and they all talk about him in character. You know, to him, I forget his name's Chris or something, but to him, it's not that. To him, it's Evelyn. And they've talked to him for years. And he had like a crush on a girl. And then you find out he had this blog that he was writing that his family ever knew. And they have this voiceover guy come in and read it. And part of me always wonders when you see something like that, how much of this may be sensationalized, because I don't think it is. But if it was, like, he's really profound thinker, a deep thinker. You know, you could see how a virtual presence like this would come across people and leave an impact. And it's just gut-wrenching to the part where his dad is like, when we found out about our son, we thought the best way to protect him would discourage him from pursuing relationships, discourage him from having friends, discourage him from chasing love, knowing that the world may never accept him as condition. He's like in tears, and he's like, we fucked up. Like, you know, he's like, look at all these people here. And it's just a really heartwarming story, you know? And I think we all either can find some semblance in that or think about that, you know, either apply it to our own lives or somebody we know. And I just think as anybody that's out there that enjoys this habit, I think you owe it yourself to give it a try. It's a good watch. It's not very long, but it was very, very powerful stuff. It's good stuff.
I need to watch that.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that, especially in the World of Warcraft community. That's one of the biggest things that I miss about playing that game, is like those communities, man. they are family. Like it's so
Really
big.
great.
Yeah.
It transcends just anything else you have going on because you end up spending so much time with these people online. Like that is the power of the online communities, especially when you're all doing something together that you love. It's pretty incredible.
I feel bad.
I
He
mean,
had
they.
this crush on this girl,
Mhm.
and they were kind of doing this like little dance online, exchanging messages and stuff. And then they cut to her. They go and interview her, and she's just in tears. And you're like, oh my goodness, And it's very, um, I don't know, just mad amount of respect for somebody. It'd be very easy in that state to tell everybody about that and
Mhm.
share that experience. And to him, it was no. He didn't want to be treated any differently than what he already was. He got enough of that at home. He
Right.
got enough of that with the people he actually knew. He escaped into this world because they didn't treat him differently, and like he protected it literally at all costs against his own detriment. Like even when people were like, hey, are you okay, like are you in the hospital or something, because he would have these prolonged absences where he wasn't around or anything, even then it was like deny,
Yeah.
and it's just like that's crazy. I don't think I couldn't fathom being anywhere remotely affected like that, ably, and just deciding to stomach it. But that's what he wanted, and powerful stuff.
Very powerful. But that
Yeah.
also shows the importance of video games and how much video gaming and this whole online thing means to certain people. Like I know some people don't take it as serious because we see the toxicity in it, but there's a lot of good out there if you take time to look for it.
They showed up. They put his casket was ordained in the crest of their clan, and his clan members carried him out.
Yep.
That's
It's
crazy.
beautiful.
Like that's
I'm sure they
fucking,
probably
yeah,
had
exactly
a funeral
beautiful.
for him in the
That's
game
wild.
too, because
An
they do
amazing
that.
tombstone where they had like a it's like got a cutout and like a lantern hangs in the stone, and then it has like a candle that sits in the. I was like, dude, this shit is like fucking next level.
That's awesome.
Like we should all be so honored. Like he definitely left an impact through a video game.
It's amazing.
And, yeah, I would definitely wanted to share that and spread that word a little bit. Let other people see it. And it's on Netflix. Like almost everybody has Netflix, and it's one of those things. I'm not sure how many other people are watching documentaries, but like when I came across it, at no point was it really ever like marketed as like a gaming thing. Like I came across it as just looking up for documentaries, and people are like, yeah, this is a really good one. And I watched it and I'm like, holy shit, this would hit so different. It's like you kind of like, where is the IGN and stuff coverage for something like this? The gaming community should be pushing this maybe a little harder than, because I don't think I've really seen it come out of any outlets like that. And it's just a good story. And I wanted to help spread that word a little bit, because I think, like I said, I think we could all understand that position.
Yeah, I agree.
1000%.
Gaming gets a lot of shit, like you said, for different things. And it's nice to see the other stories, the other sides of it.
I agree.
We love to throw out the negative. We don't ever highlight the positive, and we need to do a lot more of that, especially in the gaming space.
Yeah. And we talk about I talk about all the time, not since we don't put words in your mouths, but I talk about how much gaming for me is just an escape. It's a way to detach. It's literally me plugging into the matrix, getting outside of my family, getting outside of my reality, my day-to-day, my situation. That's where it started for me. Like it started for me as and almost like an imaginary friend, like an alternate reality. Like for me, and where the conditions I grew up in, it was to forget about that for a while, and that's why I've always been a solo gamer, and I don't play online with people and things like that. For him, this was in the same way, different, right? He did play with friends, but him, it was the same. He's escaping his reality. And like, it's funny, his family and friends are like, you just fucking play this game for like 15 hours. We're like, what are you doing with your life? Like, let it go. And then
shit, you won't let me do nothing else.
To see those just desserts, come home to roost. You're like, yeah, it's good stuff. I liked it. I'm still playing Red Dead Redemption, and I started playing Immortals Phoenix Rising. So I was telling Shaq, and last week I've had this strong Breath of the Wild itch for a minute. I was playing Age of Calamity last week. I probably played eight hours of Age of Calamity, and on Shaq it was like I just got this like urge to want to jump into Hyrule and like go get lost for 50 hours. And I kept trying to think of like what can I do to scratch the itch, and Delvin's trying to get me to play Breath of the Wild again, even before
Yeah.
the Switch 2 comes out. And Rebecca's trying to we sit there the whole show trying to figure out what to do. And then later that afternoon, I was like, wait a minute, there is a fucking Breath of the Wild game that I never, I won't say I'd never really played because I loved it when it was released. I played it for 8 hours and Xbox was having a grand time. Loved it. It's gorgeous. And then Ubisoft corrupted my save. And I was like, well, I'm not doing that
killed
again.
that.
Yeah. And now it's been several years later. Now I can restart the save and I've been playing it ever since. And speaking of woke, I've got Rainbow Wings, this woke ass game.
Hell
right.
yeah, the
And,
wokest there is.
And I'm flying around doing Breath of the Wild shit. I'm climbing the sides of things. I'm fighting fucking Spartans and shit, Achilles, and doing stuff. It's not as good as Breath of the Wild, but it definitely scratches the itch. So I'm having fun playing. It's real grindy.
That game came out.
It's super fucking
Immortal,
grindy.
It is absolutely
It's
grindy.
so grindy.
I love Phoenix Rising a lot, but the upgrade system is.
They would have done themselves a disservice by cutting that shit in half. I don't know why, because it's not progressive grindy. You could argue that something like Valhalla is grindy because it has a lot to do, but you're progressing.
Yeah.
Immortals is grindy because it's collect all the yellow shit, collect all the red shit, collect all the blue. It's oh my god, you guys couldn't try harder than this to do. This is so fucking dumb.
By the time you're in the third rank of upgrading, I'm just gonna say a weapon, you're needing 42 red, 42 yellow, and 108 orange.
It's super fucking grindy. So.
It's wild.
But outside of that, it is. I was playing on the Ally, which has been nice. It took a minute to kind of dial it in. It didn't. I was surprised it didn't just run amazingly out of the gate on the Ally. It did it. The base settings. I was I got in there and tweak some stuff, but I did get it run at 70 frames, so it's nice. But then I was like, let's download it on PC, and then playing it here, I was like, oh, now this is much nicer though. So I've been playing there the last couple of days. That's what I'm doing right now, and probably what I will be doing for at least a little bit, at least until that itch goes away.
Nice.
Until I get bored.
That happens.
Yeah.
Gotta move on. At least you get your itch scratched.
Yeah. And now I can save Breath of the Wild for when the actual Switch comes.
Are you expecting it to just play better, or is it just to play Breath of the Wild again?
I mean, it's a little bit of both. I may if they sell it again, I'll definitely buy it again because I absolutely adore and love the game. But I expect that they'll offer some sort of patch or some sort of upgrade. When they were showing, apparently, allegedly, they showed the system off 18 months ago to developers, and that was the game that they were using to demonstrate it. It was playing at 60 frames a second. It had instant load times because obviously they've moved over games to SSD. They've some kind of new storage. Yeah. So I'm expecting some sort of enhanced Breath of the Wild experience to arrive. And that's when I would like to replay it again.
I'm all here for that. Go ahead and do that.
It's going to be funny.
Vicariously through you.
I think the world is going to, I think they're going to have a new kart game and Metroid Prime and nobody's going to care. And I'm literally just going to get the system and play Breath of the Wild again. I'm you guys, y'all do you.
I'm going home.
Yeah, I'm going home. Yeah, absolutely. 100%.
Nice. Well, I've been playing Far Cry 5.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
What made me do that?
Good game.
Just looking for
Good
something
game.
to play. Popped in Far Cry 5. I was in the area where you got to kill the sister, so
Okay.
that bitch is dead.
The Bliss area.
Yeah,
Getting high.
getting high.
My
She's
favorite
dead,
part of
man.
the game.
Really, you just ran through the Bliss fields. So I was like, let me just.
Stayed there for hours.
We could be high for hours.
What doing no side quest.
Yeah, I'm doing all the side stuff. I'm like, well, I'm here. Let's enjoy it. Let's see the scenery. Let's see the sights. Let's
Big
see
question.
so
So
in their
good.
head.
Do you have cheeseburger yet?
Absolutely not. I don't do companions.
Oh, you absolutely got to do cheeseburger. Who doesn't want a bear that fucks shit up for you?
I don't need no bear. Bears are
I know
loud.
this guy in South Beach who never mind. I mean, he likes cheeseburgers.
Got these cheeseburgers, man.
I bet he does like cheeseburgers.
Yes, he does.
Jesus. Yeah, nah, I don't do the companions because they're loud. I go in and I'm just, it's very tactical. Everybody's getting shot in the head,
Dev's
silence
playing
rifle or
Far Cry
silence
5
pistol.
like it's a Metal Gear game.
He's playing it like Chowfie.
I play every game like that. If I can kill everybody
But hates
without
Metal
being
Gear,
seen,
but doesn't want to play Metal Gear.
no.
The game that does that.
When they remake Metal Gear Solid 1, I will play it.
2029.
There we go.
It's coming.
I don't want to play Snake Eater. That's not.
Did you play 6? The Phantom Pain?
It's 5.
No,
You mean
That's
5?
that's 5.
That's 5. Whatever. I don't know.
6.
6 was
5 is Metal Gear Survive or whatever the hell
Phantom
that
Pain
is.
is one of those games that I wrote off. Phantom Pain is fucking excellent.
Yeah, that's why I
And
was saying that.
Never played it on release. I didn't play it until like 3 years afterwards because I hated Ground Zeroes. So I played Ground Zeroes and was like, oh, I hate this.
A very different game.
Very different game. Right?
Very
It's like a
different game.
prologue for the fucking game.
Yeah, very different game. That's why I asked them.
Yeah.
Like, did you play that? Because it's
Metal Gear Solid 5 is my shit.
You
though.
might
It's
like that
very
one.
good. Yeah.
It's like
This
base
is the
building,
base building.
collecting,
The
and
base
all that
building
shit. I don't
stuff
wanna
was
do
not
none of
my
that shit.
favorite.
I
But
don't
it
wanna do
is.
that.
It's open world Metal Gear. Like that is
Yes,
exactly
literally.
what that shit is. Yeah. It's Far Cry without all the explosions. Super fun.
Yeah, I like the explosions from time to time.
I do too. Yeah.
Yeah,
And there
for
are
the most
times
part,
when I'm
silence.
bored or I play Far Cry like I'm gonna take this base silently and other ones like I'm gonna blow everything up. I'm gonna level this whole thing. I do a little bit both.
Yeah, if I get seen, shit's blowing up. We're breaking out the rocket launcher, throwing out the C4 and detonate it as I run by it. We're doing that type of shit. It'll get
Yeah.
loud, but for the most part, if I'm not seen, it's glorious. Everybody's getting shot in the head. Silence pistols. It's a glorious time.
that's how I
It
play
is
Star
good
Wars.
when you pull it
Me
off.
for Far Cry, I'm having cheeseburger burst in. I love that bear.
Big Bear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I never
that
used
bear.
cheeseburger either.
yeah, no.
I've beaten that game 3 times. I've never used cheeseburger.
I'm trying to think who did I use.
Cheeseburger's great
Use
though.
Boomer.
It's a huge.
I did
Boomer.
use Boomer. I did use
yeah.
Boomer a lot.
Fucking yeah.
Boomer was great until I got
have-
cheeseburger, and then I've got the bear beside me.
Yeah, I just have air support. So I've got Nick Ride,
Yeah, I did
and
the
then
air
I've got
support
the
a lot,
other chick
yeah.
with the helicopter. So that's who I have.
Sometimes
If have
when I wanna go,
companions,
like-
it's just air support.
Yeah, like just air support, blow everything up while I'm sitting launching grenades and shit, like just get it all going at once. It's a lot of fun. Like light everything on fire and just walk in, just fucking shotgun, just doom, 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 doom.
Yep.
It's good
Like it.
stuff. Man, we need another fucking Far Cry game. 2025.
Hey man, rumor
I mean,
is
it's
like
time.
Far
Yeah, but
Cry
it's gonna
7.
be it's gonna be that Destiny ass Far Cry
Ugh,
that they're
Oh.
fucking with.
I don't want
I
that.
don't want that.
That's what they said. They said that they had a multiplayer and a single player in the works. And if I had to guess,
Just give me the single player.
the multiplayer will come first.
Don't we see all
No.
these multiplayer games are dying? Just stop.
Well,
Yeah.
there's something to that. Maybe with Ubisoft's recent things, maybe they're like, yep,
Yeah. Never
switch it up.
Just take that out back and get rid of it. We don't
all
even
you
need
guys come over here.
to-
Yes.
Yeah, let's finish the single player thing. We need to. We're good. We don't need any more of that. If we're going to do multiplayer, let's just focus on the division for the multiplayer. Let's keep that. We've got
The
that.
division
unlocked.
does. The
Good.
division does extremely well. So
Yeah, we've got that. We've got that.
Well,
Let's focus
they
on these
canceled
single
their
player
last one.
games.
Just do
That was that
Division,
mobile shit.
Rainbow.
Nobody wants that. Get that shit out of
Nobody
here.
wants
It wasn't
Yo,
mobile.
yo.
It was mobile, but it was free to play. It wasn't mobile. It was free to play.
That's worse.
Yeah,
The
same
Division
shit.
Heartland.
yeah,
Say
but
nothing
no,
that's
that
crazy that you guys-
never came out.
Right,
They
that's what they
canned
said.
that.
They
Yeah.
canceled.
It was
I was in the
yeah.
beta. I played it. I played
Yeah.
it for like a year. I played it.
I think I remember that.
The crazy thing
Mhm.
about that is that like the Division of all the shit that they've stopped and canceled, the Division is the one that I'm like, yeah, free to play service game. That makes sense. Do that with the Division.
Nah, keep the division as what it is. Don't no more of this other.
I think it's
spin-off
crazy
nonsense.
in today's
go
market.
deeper.
You're like, we're gonna do the Division, but you have to pay for it. Like that screams Concord.
If it was just that, yeah, but division is more like Destiny, where there's actual shit to do.
Which is free to play. Like that's the fucking point, man.
no, it's not.
Destiny's not really free to play. Like you
but
can
it is,
download it for.
It's not.
No,
You can't.
You
do
can download it
shit
for free, but you can do fuck all. Like I
Yeah,
literally,
you can't do anything.
I
for
don't have
free.
any of the DLC, so I can't play Destiny 2 because it's all
Well,
the
they give
free
you
to play
DLC
shit
all the damn
is
time.
is
They
like
do put it on
10
deep
hours.
sales on Black
which
Friday
was
for
the
sure.
point. Which is the
Yeah,
point.
I got 90.
The idea of trying to sell $70 a division in today's market seems a bit like a stretch.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Whereas the idea
I
of launching
disagree.
a service division for a service ass game makes sense to me.
Yeah,
I
I
agree.
disagree. I disagree.
Also,
I
to be
think
fair,
Division and
development
Destiny
for
Ubisoft
Division-
agrees with you, which makes
Develop-
me think I'm right.
Well, yeah.
Development for Division 3 just started, so it's going to be like 4 years before we see it
Yeah.
anyways.
I
It
don't think you
just
do it with
started?
any new IPs. You can do that with the existing IPs that already have that fan base, but to try a new IP, nah, no, don't do that. But yeah,
Yeah,
Far Cry
I thought
5 has
Overwatch.
been great. And then I don't know if you guys, if anybody watched The Lioness on Paramount.
People
No,
keep telling me that's really good.
I keep
Ah,
seeing ads
shit.
for it when my mom's watching Pluto TV. I keep seeing ads for it. So
That shit is great, which also like ties into how I play Far Cry because they just go in, silence fucking shit up, and I'm like, oh yes, I'm here for it. It's a fucking great show.
See,
So,
what
yeah,
happened was,
I would check it out.
tell you exactly what happened. Donnie recommended me that Netflix show, right? And you recommended me The Lioness. And I went on Netflix to watch the Netflix show Donnie recommended. And then I saw Cobra Kai. And I got back into the rabbit hole of Cobra Kai and watched like
You have been
six-
waylaid by enemies.
I've watched like 6 episodes in a row. Like, oh yeah, I forgot that came back, and I didn't watch like the last 2 seasons. It is such a fucking stupid show. It's really dumb, but I just fall into that well. Like, this is fun to watch.
Get that TV ADD. Oh, look at this.
Look at this,
Oh, what's that?
Danielson. They just be bringing in these characters from the old movies that we should not care about at all. But it's just so compelling. Like, oh, that guy's still alive.
I thought he was dead.
He's still dead a long time ago. He's still acting.
I've never seen an episode of Cobra Kai. Nothing about that show makes me want
It's
to
great.
watch it.
It's really great. If you love nostalgia from the 80s and stupid stuff, it's fun.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
All right, well, Donnie, I think it's time for the news.
We got a special end of the year episode transition.
Watcher. Good thing I found a bow.
Donnie, on to the news.
It's nice.
Dope.
It's pretty cool.
It's nice. How good is the handwriting?
I mean, yeah,
That
I
was
was looking
pretty
at it.
good.
That's very clean.
That's
I
good handwriting for
appreciate
I've
VR.
done that.
For
I
VR,
appreciate
that's
if
very
you pay
nice.
$600 to do that.
PSVR,
That is the
Two.
most they got out of PSVR too.
most impressive thing you can do is write on the walls.
I hate that the audio for that doesn't play properly for me in Talk Studio, so all I heard was the talking bit at the end.
No, that's it. That's the
No,
only
that's
part
what it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
He
You got
was walk. He said something about the I forgot.
Ooh,
the
a
watcher.
watcher.
Ooh,
Yeah.
a watcher.
Yeah, I
And
grabbed a
that's-
bow.
in that sexy voice. Ooh, a watcher.
That was Stingray. Thank you for the cool transition. We appreciate
Stingray,
it.
take that.
That's who I
PSVR
figured it
back.
was. He loves that damn VR shit.
It
More,
does.
more
He's-
power to you.
He's riding hard, just like Delvin his Atari.
Yes,
Stingray and PSVR too.
yeah. I appreciate it.
$600 PSVR 2.
I know.
Don't talk $1,100 PS5.
Hey,
bro.
hey,
I
the
appreciate
PSVR
it.
2 is $900
You're out here
here.
spending
I
double.
I appreciate this. Stingray like,
Dose.
hey, you want to play PSVR 2 with me? I'm like, absolutely not. But you have one, Delvin. No, absolutely not.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
It's there. It's
Lower your
decoration.
voice. Lower your voice. People might hear you.
I treat it like the collectibles in the PlayStation Network.
It's It's just a real life collectible. That's all it is.
He's
That's
real
not-
life. He's out here playing real life Astrobot. He's like trying to.
Yes.
He's like, you walk into his house, turn the light on. It's like do 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 do.
Don't give him ideas, Donnie. He's gonna figure out how to make that happen now.
Yeah,
Turn the
I'm
light
gonna
switch on and just start playing music.
I love that Josh was interested in the Black Friday sale where they like cut the price in half or whatever. And he was like, I'm kind of interested in PSVR. I was like, are you though? Like,
Then everybody
is
talking about it.
is-
Like, no.
is anybody like why?
Go
And I
get a MetaQuest.
appreciate that we've got Stingray and folks that are like, it's good though. It's like,
Go get a
I
MetaQuest.
say so. Like, I feel like I haven't heard a game come out for that thing in like a year and a half. Like,
Go get a
like,
MetaQuest.
are there still games?
If
Like
you
I
want
thought
VR.
Batman. I was like, oh,
Like-
they got the Batman game, right? And somebody was
Nope,
like,
that's-
no,
No.
MetaQuest
It's like
exclusive.
that.
It's
That's
not
why I
on
they
said-
don't even have
Yeah.
that.
That's why I said go get a MetaQuest. Just go get a MetaQuest.
Goodness gracious!
It's cheaper. They're gonna support it for a
That is
long time.
dead
But they've been
platform
supporting it.
forever. It's like as a Wii U
Yeah.
fan, I'm like, damn, these people deserve better.
Yeah.
It's what they do. They send out the accessories to die.
Oh.
Put it out there and you'll buy it and they'll give us some money to front something else, but we're not gonna support it. Come on.
Speaking of PlayStation didn't celebrate a 30th anniversary this week with limited timed boot up animation screens, as well as PS1 through PS4, like homepage images, I guess is what you'd call it. Like I
Yes.
dare to
Yeah.
call it a theme. It's not really a theme.
Well,
literally is like
the
a-
fact that it changes the sounds and everything.
It's like-
so it's a
yeah,
It's
but
theme.
it's a
Just doesn't have a
background.
full
It's
background.
a JPEG that they
It's
put
a
on
half
the fucking
background.
screen. And I actually think if it was animated and moved, that PS3, like the cross, like that wave would be
The wave,
really nice.
crossbar.
But it's static. Like
Yes.
it just fucking sits there. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's awful.
I
Like
love
they
it.
literally were like,
yeah.
file JPEG. like that's
Save
all
as.
that it is.
What I appreciate is
They didn't even animate it.
what I appreciate about it is they gave it to us. Just tell us y'all can't keep it. We gotta
Oh, yeah,
take our
100%.
we gotta,
They're like,
we gotta
it's
take our
just-
JPEG
it's
back.
just-
Time.
It's just for a month.
Just
We
give
gotta
me
take
the-
our JPEG back.
give me the boot screen. Just give me the boot screen and like let me call it a day. Like just let me have that.
Yeah.
You know. But
My
yeah,
my
they're-
favorite thing is when you turn the console off, it still tells you thank you for being part of 30 years.
Just why don't they just give us that? Steam gives us themes all the time. Just give us it.
Sir, why are you
Steam
even
cares.
asking? This is
Steam
Sony.
is for
They
the
don't
players.
give a shit about you.
No, they
Do
don't.
not.
I mean, neither does any company really,
Steam
but like
lets you have a custom God of War and Last of Us boot screen.
Which is
yeah,
amazing.
yeah,
Yes,
they do. They do.
they're doing a better job promoting PlayStation than PlayStation is.
I was so
Steam is
excited
like,
when
we
I was like,
actually care
check out
about
my
video
ally.
games.
Look who my ally does.
Like we care about PlayStation's properties. There you
They
go.
didn't even animate it. Oh, I was such a letdown. I was so excited when I saw it. I woke up. I was like, themes. I went and turned on. This is the first time I've turned on my PlayStation in God knows how long. I've been
themes.
saying about like getting rid of it like all the time. I was like, shit, I'm going to go try it. And I turned it on and it did the PlayStation one. I was like, oh, this is great.
That
And
was
then
cool.
I just saw the JPEG. And I was like, maybe I just need to change it, right? It's a PS. And then I tried the other one. And then I tried I was like, these motherfuckers literally just put a damn logo in the corner of the screen. Like they didn't melon into my PS5. They just-
Mhm.
Yeah. This is why Shuhei leaving.
oh my god.
He saw this. He said, "This is what y'all doing." All right, fam, I'm
Oh,
out.
goodness. It's bad. But the load screen's cool. The load
Yeah,
screen is cool.
That is cool.
I haven't even turned my PlayStation on yet to see it, so I have no idea. I haven't
It's
been
the-
home.
It's the PS1 logon space. Like it's you
Well,
said
yeah.
more.
that like it,
I'm
it
happy
literally
for that.
does like
Now that's
it does
cool.
the-
I don't
it is
care
cool.
about the
Sony
theme
computer
background.
entertainment
I don't
screen.
need that.
with the
But you-
PS1
but
sound,
you
by the way.
can't have the boot screen without the.
Yeah,
You have to have the
Again,
JPEG too. You got to take them both.
the
Yes, you
JPEG
gotta
is
take
fine
both.
for me because I don't I don't give a shit about the background because any tile I go to is going to be a different fucking background anyway. So
That is true.
Doesn't
just
the
want the
JPEG. The JPEG rides over top the theme, right?
Yeah, so
That's-
like
Sits on
the-
top of it.
that's
the
fine too.
game-
Because
the game
to me are
image
stupid.
displays, the
In the
game image
background.
displays, and then over the top
Yeah.
of that is like
It's like
the
a
overlay, and
letterhead.
it looks real. It
That's
looks
fine.
really bad.
It's not
So-
great.
I'm not here for backgrounds. I'm here to play the game.
I know you're not. I know you're not.
So
but like,
this works for me.
but it's a
I'm
38.
here
Like
for it.
they should have tried harder though. Like this is
They
like
did.
really.
That's the best they came up with.
No, they can't be.
No.
Like
It
it,
is.
really can't be.
Here's the
man.
beauty. It doesn't matter because it's going away.
That's
So,
true.
yes.
They're gonna turn that shit off.
You're like, you don't deserve to keep this.
I see all these people
Click
being
the
like,
switch.
"Let us keep this," and I'm like, "This looks
Nah,
awful.
you
I
can
don't want
take it.
this."
Yeah, that's yeah. I was so excited, and then I turned it on. I was like, "Nah, let's turn this off."
Yeah,
I just wanted to
This
boot
isn't
up
good.
Spring.
Also, my
Me too.
favorite thing is that Donnie bought Silent Hill on PlayStation. Still hasn't fucking
I'm
played
never
it.
gonna play it. I'm
No,
never gonna
he's
play it.
not
I
And
gonna
took,
you over here trying to haggle with Nathan for his 30th anniversary. I'm like, why? You're not gonna play it. You're just gonna sell it.
I know.
Yes.
But if it was the anniversary, I would at least look at it. Like, see, it's like it's still a cool box. I could just leave it there and like look at it and be like, that's cool. It's 30th anniversary.
Yeah.
You know, it's got the memory card, thing. I could be like, that's cool.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. I may just get rid of it. I have no idea.
It belongs to the museum.
I did take because I turned it on. I took Gran Turismo for a spin. I bought that, never played it, and I was like, let's.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
I'll
they're
that's
give
giving
it
you a
to
free
When-
version real
when-
soon.
when he bought it and asked to game share with me, the first one he sent me was Gran Turismo. I was
I was
like,
like,
I
I'm gonna
bought
play Gran
this.
Turismo. And guess
like,
what? I was
okay.
enjoying it. I played it for maybe 40 minutes. Like, this is pretty cool. I actually could play this. Like, I can
Yeah.
get down with this.
In 2
thing-
days, you'll have free Gran Turismo.
The thing that I didn't like was it doesn't work if you don't it really doesn't work if you don't connect to their online services.
Yeah.
So when I booted it up, it was like, do you want to play online? I was like, nope. And then you really can't do anything. It's like you can't touch any cars. You can't. There's all the modes are live. I was like, oh, this is kind of shit.
Do they
though.
still make you watch the
Yeah.
30-minute goddamn video before you start the game?
I swear to you, I couldn't believe that was real. I thought my computer was. I
Yes!
thought my controller was.
Yes!
broken.
No, yeah.
I was like,
yeah,
how
that's
does
the
this-
real thing?
How can I not
Yep.
skip this? I stopped
Yes.
it. I stopped it, closed out, and reopened it, thinking my
It
controller.
makes you
was-
watch it again.
and I had to watch it. I was like, this fucking shit.
Yes. That's what made me not want to play it. Like, oh, fuck this. I'm not playing this shit.
Yeah,
I did.
no.
I did take.
At that-
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say at that point, just give me Forza Horizon 5 on the PlayStation. I'll play that.
Yeah, Horizon's much better.
Yeah.
I played. I did take Silent Hill for a spin. I was like, I just want to see it.
Okay.
Silent Hill looks a little weird in performance mode.
Yeah, that's been an ongoing issue.
Is that a
Doesn't
thing?
matter which
Yeah.
which doesn't matter which version of the PlayStation you have, Pro or not. Like the performance mode is weird.
The
on that
performance mode, really the shadows and everything are really
Mhm.
blotchy and blocky.
Yep.
And it looks weird in motion. I was like, this looks.
thing. You should see how it looks on the Pro. It's it's
So I
something.
turned it. I turned it on quality mode and it looked better.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie to you. I walked down to the town and went through the cemetery and I was like, let's walk around and see what it's like. And the whole time playing, I'm like, man, I bet this looks a lot better on PC though.
I was
yeah,
gonna say,
probably.
why didn't you buy it on PC?
Because I was game
Yeah.
sharing with Haley and I wanted to be like a nice friend. She bought not Astrobot. What did you buy? You bought stuff.
The deal was Life is Strange for Silent
Yeah.
Hill, and I bought Life is Strange.
And you also,
Like,
but you got
it's-
other games though. You got a lot
Yeah,
of other stuff.
I did.
You got
I got
Lego.
right.
We were
Dragon
planning on
Age
a purchase.
stuff.
She got 5 games and I didn't buy anything.
Yeah.
So I was like, I guess I'll get Silent Hill there. It's exclusive. Like, why not? And it's I'm not hating on it. PlayStation 5 is
No.
fine. I just
You
don't
just prefer playing
play
on
it.
PC.
No, it's not even that. It's just I forget it's there half the time. It's just not something I turn on. Right? I need a reason. I needed a whole thing to be like, yeah, it looks different. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Let me go
I mean,
try-"
again, the
And,
only reason you bought it in the first place was Astro.
And then I turned it on and I was like, oh shit, I bought Silent Hill. Oh, she got Dead Rising. She's got a
Yeah.
few, she has a handful of games, and I just felt bad
Yeah.
that I wasn't pitching in.
Yeah.
So I
That's
wanted
fine.
to throw something.
Wasn't
into the
holding your weight.
pile.
Pulling your weight.
Right. Yeah. And who
I
doesn't
mean-
who doesn't like buying some video games? You know?
So
I
how-
tried giving it to Jack. I was like, hey, do you want the PS5? And I'll just turn your Series S in. And he was like, nah. All of his friends playing Xbox. So I was like, I
Yeah.
couldn't give it to him.
Also, the only game I think Jack wanted to play was Spider-Man, right?
Yeah, which he did.
Yeah. Did he finish it?
Yeah.
Okay, so then he wouldn't really have a reason to continue playing it.
I just
Did you
thought
play
it was,
all the Spider-Mans?
it was better. I was like, it's better than a Series S. Like it was a easy upgrade for you. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't made up my mind. I could honestly see myself trading it in and just continuing to add to that Switch 2 war chest. You know, when the
They
Switch
had
2
a-
comes, I can just buy all the fucking things. It's like
Check
you're
to
not
see if
even
they still
bad.
have the deal on it. They had a
I
good
really
deal
like
a couple
it
weeks ago.
because I got the silver plates and shit. It's like it's really nice. You know, like I like the look. I like what I did to it. It's cool.
You like the way your first one looked.
Right. I just don't use it. Like I just don't use it as much as like even if I want to. Like I really just don't.
Yep, you and Rob 3000, two of a kind. If it's
Robert
not getting
3000.
used, it is on the chopping block.
Anybody
Which
want to
can
try?
return
Yeah.
you into something better.
Anybody want to buy it or trade for it? Trade me some stuff. Got a
Trade him
slot.
some handhelds. He can't
Hey,
get enough
guess
of those.
unlike the Pro, mine comes with a stand.
There you go.
Actually, it does come with a stand. It's just a horizontal stand.
No, that's not a stand. That's a piece of plastic.
No,
Hey,
that's
hey,
not a
Don't
stand.
take
It
your
keeps
little
it up.
fucking toothpick
Whoa,
stand
that's
somewhere
what she
else.
said.
Yeah,
No,
it's
that's what
also
you
a
said.
little plastic stand. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. But I have been thinking about it because, like, it's not just that. It's like I got too many things. Like this last handheld kind of pushed me over the edge. I got way too many things. I got like 8 handhelds and like 8 consoles. Like I don't need all these.
That
things.
sounds like heaven.
I mean, hey,
Especially
so-
when all I'm gonna do is play the Switch and the PC.
I mean,
like I'm
I'm
doing the
also-
same shit. I bought all the stuff. I'm doing the same shit.
yeah, I
I
want to
say
put it
this all
out
the
there.
time.
I'm also looking at a Steam Deck because again, I'm trying to get on the travel team for like work to like go to the Walmart runs and stuff.
The travel
And
team.
I
thought she
No,
was going
yeah,
out
we
for
travel-
band or something.
travel the province and I get paid travel time.
It's the
for it.
AAU version
Right,
of
yeah.
her
That's
job.
all I heard.
Yeah.
Anyways, I wouldn't be able to lug my console around with me, so like I would need something to do in free time, you know.
Well, Steam Deck.
That's what she said. Yeah.
But
That's good
again,
luck.
they're expensive here, so like it's something I have to save for. So
I was thinking about like I was like maybe the Ally because like when the Switch comes, I don't think maybe I wouldn't play the Ally, and then I started playing on the Ally, and I was like, nah, I can't. This is awesome though. like this is legit great. Where I don't feel that way when I open up the PlayStation. It's like we put a JPEG on the top of your screen. I'm like, love
do
that.
I look like I know what a JPEG is?
I'm like, I love that. Thanks, PlayStation. Love not being able to control any of this. Great, good stuff.
You can turn it off. It is a
pisses me
thing you
off.
can turn off.
I
Right.
thought you could customize like different, like have a different theme.
Point.
with a different,
That was the point
thought
I
it
was making. Yeah,
Customization.
I don't like that. I can't.
It's like
I have
can
no
we pick
control
one? And
over
it
it.
controls everything. Like, oh, that's trash.
Right.
Yeah.
That was the point. Anyway, getting back to the news. Speaking of the 30 years of PlayStation, Sean Layden's doing interviews, and I've got some snippets here from the Eurogamer. He's actually talking to like literally anybody that wants to hear him talk. Apparently,
Yeah, basically.
we could have got Sean Layden if we thought about reaching out.
Probably.
He's fucking everywhere. But he had some really cool things to say in this Eurogamer interview. So the first thing they asked him about was back in the day when the PlayStation Nintendo thing split. And he was talking about how like Sony Music was like really like running the show back then. Because he was talking about headquarters at Sony, and he was like, yeah, it was so funny. And I'm paraphrasing, so don't hold me. I don't have the exact quote. But he was talking about like how like at the start of the day, like 7 or 8 a.m., right? Like all the engineers came in and they all had like their nice shirts on and everything. They come in and sit down and they start working. And he's like, and around 11 a.m., the fucking music guys would come in and they're like fucking hungover from the night before. And they come in and they put their shit down and then they go out to lunch and they go out to lunch for like 3 hours. They come back, pick up the shit, and then they leave. And he said because their business was going to all the clubs and finding all the music and signing all the artists and doing all that shit like at night. And he explains that they're the ones that helped them land Square Enix. So he says he specifically spoke to how PlayStation knew. So like Nintendo cuts bait, leaves PlayStation at the altar, and PlayStation, I forget the person's name, Ken Kutaragi or whatever.
Kutaragi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's like, he has this optical drive and he believes in it. He's like, we have the drive, we have the medium, like this is going to be the future. So don't give up on it. He's like, you give me an OS and a device, we can make our own game console. And Sony like had all the engineers and everything to do that. They're like, yeah, hardware, we're good, we got you. But what it was is they were like, we need entertainment though. We don't have development. We need somebody who can make games. So he talks about the Sony Music being the people that populated sales, does the marketing, does the advertising, does relations. He said those were the guys that would go out with the people at Square Enix and ply them with whiskey until the wee hours of the morning to finally get Final Fantasy VII off the Nintendo and onto PlayStation. When the announcement was made, that was really the oh my god moment. Sony's really serious about this now. And that all boiled down to the music guys, the doggedness of trying to get a deal done over the line. They were amazing. That's a cool, just kind of deals get done, kind of old history stuff. That's kind of rad to read. He also spoke to how early PlayStation saw themselves in the marketplace, and they said that they specifically went out and set out not to compete in the games market, specifically with like the big ones, like the EAs and the Activision. He's like, that's why we made things like Parappa and we're doing different things because we were trying to grow the pie, not compete with people that were eating the pie. He's like, so if we grow the pie, everybody makes more money. They make more money. We make more money. Everybody's happy. And so like when I read that, I was like, well, that's cool because PlayStation still kind of does that, at least in the sense that, like, generally speaking, they really don't like push a lot of stuff into like the Q4 window. They usually like do leave it open. Yeah. But obviously over the years, I just think the model and the business has changed. They have more first party development than they've ever had. So like, I think that's just kind of a necessity. I don't think it's so much to compete, and they still don't, like, they're not out here trying to make, you know, like Call of Duty clones and shit. Like,
yeah,
they're happy
make Sony
to let
games.
They're happy to let Call of Duty eat. So that really
the only reason
changed.
they ever even made a shooter was to try to combat with Halo to get people to play PlayStation.
Yeah. He said they flew too close to the sun and survived with the PS3. That's how he defined that generation.
I mean, that's correct.
And then this was the interesting one. This was the one that I thought we may have some discussion over. He said that consoles have reached or is nearing the peak of what they were made to do. He was like, no, like the console, what the console's purpose is. He's like, this is it. Like, it's really not meant to do a whole lot more than this. He's like, you can keep chasing those gains. You can try to, he's like, but that literally, you're just competing with PCs that will always be better than you. He's like, the console is meant to be the entry level, easy turnkey for this. And he's like, and we don't need it to be any better than it is. This is as good as it needs to be. What do you guys think about that?
Kind of agree.
1,000% agree.
I do too.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I think
look,
the
you
only
got
thing
people like Delvin who don't want to finagle with the PC. You give him a console, he's great.
And the only reason I'm not over here finagling with a PC is because PC costs skyrocketed before I was even interested in PC gaming, and now to build one, it's like $3,000 here.
Well, chasing the performance a PC offers and entering that market, that territory price wise, you're inevitably, you're never going to win out on just performance. If you're making it solely about performance, you're going to lose because every year there's something better to compete with. But I think the only thing, not that I think anything is quote unquote holding back PS5, but if there anything is the price. The price is too high. The price needs to come. Like, I think where the Slim is now, like this Black Friday sale, like that's where it should be. Like, it needs to hover there. It needs to stay there. And then like in a year or two, 18 months, it'd be nice if the Pro came down a little. You know, like I think once you exceed the $500 range for a console, at that point you're pricing the console out of the console market for a lot of people. Not everybody.
Back to the PS3 era where it's like absolutely not.
Yeah, even if they love it and they want it, it's like, I'm going to buy this other console instead. Like, it's just, people, it seems like a step too far for a lot of people.
Yeah, if you're paying damn near PC prices for
you might as
home console, might as well just go get a PC.
It's easy to talk yourself. If you're spending $600 or $700, it's easy to get to $800 or $900. Whereas, like if you're spending $400 or $500, you're like, $7's too much.
Yeah.
But if you're already at $700, you're like, well, what's another $100? So
I mean, I agree and I don't. I think you're gonna have again those people who are just like, I can't. The PC is too much, but I still want to have the best. So it's still a niche market for that. But yeah, I think they need to keep the consoles at a console price. But the problem is when you're chasing PC and you're putting PC components in it, and the cost of all the chips and everything has gone up you kind of are like in a weird space. It's like, well, we
Squeezed.
can't really make it that much cheaper. Yeah, you're squeezed. Like, unless you do the Nintendo thing, like you're really squeezed.
Yeah.
Which is, I didn't write it down, but that's actually something he said. And this is in a different article, not the Eurogamer one, or whatever, who are the other people he's talking to, but he said we need to build smaller games, smaller budget, smaller games. He's like, we need to get back to where a full price game has 18 to 24 hours worth of gameplay, and it's a great experience. It doesn't make you want to put the controller down, but we don't have to make. And it's funny how much he focuses on size. Like he solely kind of like the size is what makes games so expensive. And I don't think it's just the size. I think the production quality.
It's absolutely not just the size.
The production quality, like Hellblade, was probably a very expensive game.
Oh,
and it's
100%.
not like super big, it's super long, and it was a very expensive game because of the quality and the production that all went into getting it there, and the technology and all that. Like that's a lot of development time, even though the game is only 6 hours. It's a lot of time and effort to make that 6 hours worth of content. I think with editors, it's somewhat demeaning, dumbing down the process. But with these editors, you make big world, you fill it with assets, you start filling with buildings, you're making your open world games, almost by laying things out. Like it in itself being bigger doesn't mean it necessarily takes more time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's also probably alluding to like when you're talking about voice acting and the cost for all of that. Like that also drives up,
scripting
costs. Yeah.
Campaigning, scripting, voice, dialogue, it all takes time. If you're making cutscenes, right, it all takes time. And obviously the more you make, the more it costs. But but that's funny because we talked about on Shaq for like I think all year. Nintendo is literally eating fucking everybody's lunch. Even if you're not looking at like consoles sold, it's like almost by every metric because you have to look into the cost of their projects. They're not targeting AAA 40-hour cinema blockbusters that bleed your face. Like they're literally making Mario versus Donkey Kong. And they're like, we'll take $50 for that. And they're making Princess Peach, and like, we'll take $50 for that too. And they're
never gonna discount it,
cranking them out one after the other, after the other, after the other. Like they're targeting lower resolution, lower frame rate, like more budget size games. Like even like their big game of the year, great. My favorite 2D Zelda of all time is still a 2D Zelda game. But it was great. It was incredible. One of my favorite games this year. Yeah, Nintendo's like, we don't have to do all that.
I've always felt in terms of these systems that once we got to the PS3, Xbox 360 level, it was just kind of diminishing returns in terms of how good a game can look.
I push back on that. The PS4 jump was a very big.
It was a big jump, but I was like, okay, but when I look at things like Uncharted,
you need to boot up a PS3 or an Xbox.
Yeah,
he can't see the difference.
No,
you need to boot one up because trust me,
point was
it was different.
It's different, but it's like it's diminishing point. Like this, like when I played Uncharted, like this looks really good. Like back then, I looked at it, even now, like this still looks pretty good. PS2, PS3 is the big. Well, damn, Dev left. Like sick of his shit. That's it.
He said Uncharted was good. I'm out.
and even when especially when we got the PS4, I'm like, okay, how much better can it look? And now he went to PS5 and the PS5 Pro. I'm like, okay, this looks good. It looks good. It looks better, but it's like, all right, ain't too much further we can go with this. With like, all right, this is once you get like photo realism, it's like, okay.
I think the PS5 and the PS5 Pro are probably giving you most of what a console gamer could want for like literally. I think you could sit with the PS5 if they want. I don't think they will. I want to be clear. I don't think they will at all. But if they wanted to, I literally think you could sit on the PS5 Pro for like 5 or 6 years.
I was going to say that exact same thing.
It'd be totally fine.
It'll be for the way that they do the last generation. So.
I'll probably say they probably should sit on it a little.
They'll have
bit.
something else in 2 or 3 years.
Let it breathe a little bit.
They won't.
But they're not.
Nah, because they have a new thing you can buy. Herman Holtz says AI has the potential to revolutionize gaming, but human input will always remain crucial to the development process. He says that he suspects there'll be a dual demand in gaming, one demand for AI-driven innovation and experiences, and another demand for handcrafted, thoughtful content. That second statement is a wild statement to me. Like I was reading, I was like, wait a minute, is there going to be a demand for AI game? Like, oh fuck this.
The only
Fuck
person
this
I see
develop
demanding
games.
The only person I see demanding AI development for games is freaking Elon Musk.
Like I'm thinking, is he thinking like some sort of like crazy? Are we thinking to like the power of the cloud type shit that Microsoft was talking? Are we talking about like crazy, massive online multiplayer like server type games? Is that like what we're hoping AI does?
I have no idea. I don't
Because if we're just talking about like art asset generations and stuff, like I don't want AI games at all.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I don't need common denominator video game. Like we get enough of that. We have that now.
I also don't need, hey, this human hand has 7 fingers on it because AI can't figure it the
Yeah.
fuck out.
I also don't like the statement. I mean, personally, I'm, you know, for as much as tech that I am in, and I think maybe I'd be interested in hearing what Dev thinks. Because when I talk to other tech people, I think the people that are looking to rise, they look at AI as an opportunity. And then I think the people that have done this for a long time, they look at AI as the end. And you would put me more in that latter group than the first group. I look at AI and I'm like, this is a problem. And Herman Hulse goes, as a potential to revolutionize gaming, but we need human input. And I'm like, yeah, but what he's not saying, that what that statement isn't saying is how much human input. Because what he is saying is much less human input.
Yes.
You know, he's like, we need one human input to tell
that's the
AI
problem.
what to do. And that's a problem. Like, that's a
Yeah.
problem. I don't want that. I don't give a shit about the profit margin. Like, I don't want that. I really don't. But again, capitalism. This is the system we decided, and the system is systeming. Like the system is systeming, and like it's gonna.
Yeah,
do
well,
what it does.
what's the system gonna do when AI replaces literally every job imaginable?
I don't think that's. I mean, there's something to that. I'm not going to dismiss it. I don't think it's that bad, but I just
No,
don't want to see. I don't want to see a reduction. I don't want 50% of the creative work to go away because I value that creative input.
Yeah, so do I.
You know, like I don't want to see any creative. Like, have we not lost enough creative input enough?
Right.
We've lost like
23,000 in
15,000
like
jobs.
2 years.
Yeah, like you need more. Like goddamn, how much would be enough? Isn't because here's the other thing. Because then once you do all of that, then when the share stagnates, then now who are you going to fire? Then what? You gonna fire the AI then? Like then what? So anyway, interesting comments coming from the head of PlayStation.
Fuck AI. It's got to go.
I don't think it's going anywhere.
I know. Sucks.
Marvel Rivals launches Friday with 5
Friday,
new characters that they're adding just before launch, including Wolverine, Iron Fist, Black Widow, Cloak and Dagger, and Squirrel Girl.
The Invincible Squirrel Girl.
Hey, by the way, before anyone goes, who the fuck is Squirrel Girl? Literally the most powerful character in the Marvel universe.
I thought that
Not
was
even
Captain
kidding.
Marvel.
No, literally, Squirrel
How can
Girl
Captain
is
Marvel
the.
get beat up by a Squirrel Girl?
She's never fought Captain Marvel.
She's super powerful.
She's
like
literally the most powerful character in the Marvel universe. She's
Have you
fought
ever fought a squirrel,
Galactus
Donnie?
and Thanos.
Captain Marvel, I was told, was the most powerful. Like,
Have you ever fought a squirrel, Donnie? I know you fought
MCU.
goats
She could
before.
punch
Have you
Thanos.
fought a squirrel?
She could go toe to toe with Thanos, 1-on-1.
Squirrels are pretty
the
tough.
MCU. In the comic books, Squirrel Girl is the most powerful character.
Well, let me explain this to Donnie because I don't think he's not.
We don't have. No, Donnie doesn't
Yeah,
want to hear it.
we don't
I'm
need to
good.
explore that. 'cause
Dev
Donnie
is on
doesn't
limited
care.
time, and I don't want to waste it talking about fucking Squirrel Girl. This isn't PSXP. So the story of Watch Dogs Legion is being continued via an Audible original series.
Talk
It'll
about
pick
some
up-
things we don't need to talk about.
It'll
What
pick
the
up
fuck is
after.
this?
I'd rather talk about this than the Squirrel Girl.
Let's go back to Squirrel Girl.
It picks up after the 2020 open world game Watch Dogs Legion and will feature returning characters from the series. Dev, are you going to tune into the Watch Dogs podcast?
I'll answer that for him. No, he's not.
I bet he would.
It depends.
Yeah, it does. See?
Get out of here.
I read this and I was like, Dev's going to
depends.
love this shit.
If it's got Marcus and Wrench
If
and all
it's,
them,
yeah,
Yeah.
I knew it.
He's gonna fall.
I'll do it.
I knew
I
it.
love that Halo
Yeah,
podcast.
remember, he's
they
a
had.
Destiny guy. They got all
Jesus,
kinds
this
of books and lore
this
and shit.
sounds
He
terrible.
likes
I
that.
like the extra content.
He's going to go
outside of
find
the
it.
shit.
He
That's
wants to
my
go down the
favorite.
rabbit hole.
But
No.
see,
The
here's the
truth
thing that's not being
is out
said with
there.
this. Here's the thing that's not being said with this. There ain't gonna be no more Watch Dogs games. This is it.
Hey,
It's just books
Hey,
now.
what if
This is
what
the
if-
game.
What if the
I'm
what
okay
if
with
the
that.
podcast explodes? What if it's a hit?
It's a book. It's
What
an
if-
it's an audiobook.
Right. And what if it's a
I'm
hit?
totally okay with that.
Then
What
you
if
get
it's a
sequel to
hit?
the
Watch
audiobook?
Dogs games.
For Watch Dogs Legion,
They're making
Listen,
fucking
man, I
Beyond
love
Good and Evil,
Watch Dogs.
apparently. So you might as well make another watch. Why not?
Hold on. They've said they've been making Beyond Good and Evil for 12 years.
Here's what
at
I'm going
this
to tell
point.
you. Well, listen to me. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay.
Watch Dogs remake. Mic drop.
I'll take it.
Right? Fix it.
Give me the first
Just
one.
go
Give me the
back
first
and
one.
do what you
I'll-
wanted to do then. Do it now with the power of the pro.
It would actually
Watch
work
Dogs
now.
remake.
Bring back
remake
Aiden,
it.
baby.
I love.
They're remaking every damn thing else. Why not?
They should.
Fix the fucking cars. I want to love the game. Fix the driving. Make driving
they fixed all
fun.
that with Watch Dogs 2. So
Yeah, they did fix the driving in Watch Dogs 2.
I drove in Watch Dogs 2. It wasn't that good.
Oh,
Watch Dogs
yeah.
2 is a far better game.
Game Pass updates. Crash Team Racing is out today. Oh, by the way, hang on. Before we fuck this, hang on.
Oh boy.
I hope all the Xbox podcasts out there, and I'm speaking to Sean, I hope they bring this up. Because
Yes.
I went to the fucking Xbox Wire to do the
boy.
Game Pass updates like we did. And they have a list of games like they do. And now, in addition to the bullshit that they do, where like this is on console, this is on PC and cloud, now they're going console, PC, cloud. This is in Game Pass Core. This is in Game Pass Standard. This, I was like, what the fucking nightmare is this list? Because guess what? They weren't broken down by what tier of Game Pass to be in. Microsoft Gaming, quote unquote, this bullshit. Listen to me. If you're going to do this from now on, break the goddamn games into which tier of Game Pass they're in and then put the list on there. Don't just do one list with 8 different adjectives to which tier and Game Pass and date and cons. It's a fucking nightmare. You need an Excel spreadsheet to figure out Game Pass now. It's a fucking disaster.
Got it.
Anyway.
I don't think that's going to happen.
I fixed it for you. So what's coming to Game Pass Ultimate is Crash Team Racing, which is out now. EA World Rally Championship and Overthrown, which is out tomorrow. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle is out on the 9th. Wild Frost comes out on the 10th. Carrion comes back to Game Pass on January 2nd. And Road 96 comes to Game Pass Ultimate on the 7th. For you Game Pass Standard people that don't get day
Poor
one
people.
games, you get Forza Motorsport, Haunty, and Humanity at some point in time. I didn't write down the game dates because who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
And
because you're
Game
poor.
Pass Core, which
You
is
really
used to
broke
be
motherfuckers.
Xbox Live, you guys get DayZ, Goat Simulator, and EA Sports World Rally Championship someday. Sometime.
Here you go, you
So-
broke motherfuckers.
So
Enjoy.
It's almost as bad as PlayStation.
it's just
Plus
it's
Essential
worse. I was like, this is
nonsense.
literally not. It's the worst. Okay.
Well, see, that's the thing, because when Donnie's like, "This is worse," at least PlayStation breaks it down by what.
At least they
fucking
break
year
it
they're in.
into the damn name. Exactly. I got
Yeah.
PlayStation Essentials and the non-essentials.
They should break it down like I broke it down.
They literally,
That's-
I kid you not, they had it by date. So what it was
What?
is this game
What?
comes out today, this game comes out tomorrow, this game comes out next week. So every other game was like, this is
Oh
a standard
my
game,
God.
this is a core game, this is on console, this is a cloud only game, and then this. I was like, this is of all the ways to do this.
That's horseshit.
This is
That's
the
what that is.
worst possible decision. This
You
is
have
the
to do it.
worst one.
You have
That's
to do it like
so
this.
bad.
Ultimate
God.
brokies poor.
Listen to me. They made
That's how-
Excel. They make it. They
That's how you do it.
created Excel. They created bullet points. They created this shit. They're
Yeah.
the ones that. Oh my god! I shouldn't be telling them how to do this. They did it. They
saw
told us how to do it.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And they didn't follow.
Oh, I wanted to burn the blog down.
Ultimate?
I was like, this is the fucking.
Brokies
I hate it.
poor.
Oh, I hate it.
Donnie
That's
says unsubscribe from Game Pass.
What a downfall. What a downfall. Listen to me. I don't like
What?
that I'm doing this. They've turned me again. What Marvel hero hates the Avengers or whatever? What Avenger turned on the
The
Avengers?
X-Men. Literally
The-
the X-Men.
I'm
hate
them.
What
That-
Avenger
they've
turned
turned-
on-
You so
Look,
much.
look. Iron Man is Xbox, and you're Captain America.
Whoa! No, Cap was right.
It's fucking worse.
Donnie's
Anyway,
right.
Sometimes.
Donnie's
NES
right on this.
NES Tetris hits Nintendo Switch Online on the 12th.
Why?
So you can play the NES
wasn't already
version of
there?
Tetris. The NES version. I think the Game Boy version is it, but the NES
Where the
version.
hell have I been playing the regular NES? Oh, the emulator, the little Nintendo box. I'm like,
NES,
I've been playing the NES version.
The mini
Where
NES.
have I been playing it? Yeah, it was on the mini.
Polaris Quest announces a light of Motrium, dubbed
Yes.
a Horizon clone by the internet, and for good reason. There are all these screenshots that make look a lot like Horizon.
Oh,
No,
it's more than Horizon. My favorite thing is the stolen Dark Souls parry animation, the stolen Monster Hunter heavy attack animation, and a bunch of Animal Crossing stuff that was stolen too.
So these
I went and
motherfuckers just
watched. I went and
thieves.
watched a gameplay video, and I think it looks like Ark or some shit. It's just a survival craft game. It's nothing like Horizon. Now, they may have animations, and there's definitely you can definitely see where they're using the same font. Like they definitely are inspired by and created, but the actual gameplay, it's a lot like, it's not like Power World, but it's like how Power to Pokemon, like these aren't the same games.
Yeah,
These aren't the same games. Like this is like
So-
a survival craft asset. You're going out,
So
it's a tree puncher, you collect all the stones, you build a hut and shit.
where that comparison, like the stolen Horizon, is coming from is from the trailer that was released in this game, which is straight up like it's got the Destiny Ghost in it.
The same
it's
font.
got the Horizon animals. It's
Like
got
they even have them walking out to the edge and looking over. I mean, it looks like it. Yeah, they're definitely going for it.
Yeah.
They're
And
definitely
then,
trying to get your attention with that.
And then you look at the game's blog page on Steam, and that's where you see like the stolen Monster Hunter animations, the Dark Souls parry. But then you look at an actual gameplay video, and it's as Donnie said, it's a survival fucking craft.
It's a survival.
Game.
It's like Ark. It's a survival craft game. It doesn't look and it doesn't even like. It doesn't look all that good either. It's like kind of
it doesn't.
Like,
It's like those Facebook game commercials where you see one game, you're like, this is not the game you showed me.
Ubisoft has shut. No, hang on. Sony is releasing a free trial of Gran Turismo this week called was it My First Gran Turismo? I thought maybe they were about to remaster Gran Turismo or some shit, but no, it's just
it's the Gran Turismo that you want to play, Donnie. Like not all the extra nonsense. Just here, go race.
It's a demo. It was hey. I'm not gonna lie to you. Listen. I got a 1 hour review for both of them. Gran Turismo 7 is way better than Forza Motorsport. My opinion after playing both for an hour. Because I played Forza Motorsport for an hour and I was like, this is boring as hell. Gran Turismo, I was having fun. Like I could see myself playing that game if I'd ever fucking turn on the PlayStation and actually play it.
Yeah.
You know, I was actually digging it. It is good. It looks great. It plays like it feels great.
Well, this is why I like Forza Horizon better than Motorsport.
Horizon is GOAT. Horizon is, but it's a completely different game. But like it has music. Gran Turismo, I'm racing around the track, has music. Guess what? Motorsport didn't have.
No music in Motorsport.
I was like, it was silent. I was like, what is happening?
Oh my god.
So yeah. Anyway, just an hour. Ubisoft has shut down X Defiant. They have also cut their studio in Ubisoft San Francisco. While the business office will remain open, all of the production staff is being laid off. Which Steven Totillo said he expects the layoffs to be around 277 people. So we had 277 souls on board.
Also, isn't that also Ubisoft Osaka is shutting down too?
Sure.
Who?
Some other, I don't know. Rumors, these are fun. Allegedly, Switch 2 accessories are like leaking every day. I've been sharing these on Blue Sky. I've been sharing them in the Discord. There are screen protectors. There are Switch 2 cases. There is a video, a grainy, blurry video of this guy taking Joy-Cons off. So apparently this it's hard to. I got lots of thoughts. We're not doing Shaq, but I don't want to take it too long because Dev doesn't have much time.
Don't rush because of me, y'all. Take your time.
It's hard. It's hard to like weigh in one way or the other because I can honestly make a case for and against kind of all these leaks. I will tell you the timeline matches up to the people that are tracking these things, and there are crazy people out here tracking like shipping manifestos of parts from companies in Argentina, Brazil to Japan and shit. Nintendo's been ordering chips and parts to build these things for months. So the idea that they're in production makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
The idea that those production parts are either getting leaked or dimensions are being shared so accessory makers can make cases and screen protectors makes sense. These things are not popping up like on 4chan either. They're literal listings on Alibaba that like you can, like if you were to buy 10,000 Switch 2 screen protectors, that's legit live right now. Yeah. Like you can do that right now. So yeah, it sounds like Nintendo is I don't want to get too hopeful, because I'm not thinking it's about to get announced next week. You could tell me it's getting announced next month. You could tell me it's getting announced in March. Like, what ultimately the point is, that day is drawing near. We are getting to the point where Nintendo is about to lift the veil in this thing. And I at this point, I'm thinking there's a lot of people that are like, it's going to happen in January. It could. I'm not saying it's not. But I'm thinking like February, March announcement, summer release is kind of where my head is now. I'm thinking that maybe they just hold this until the end of the fiscal year, March. Like they hold on as long as they can for fiscal year, for the shareholders and everything, as long as they can. And then right before the fiscal year ends, they go, and here's our next Switch system, and it's launching in July or August or something. I think they're going to get way out in front of Grand Theft Auto by at least a couple months. So that's just where my head is now. I don't know. It's interesting. There's a few things that are interesting about this. One, the case that's being shown has like a bottom to it that looks like it has like legit grips. So maybe the Joy-Con for the Switch 2 aren't like flat like the ones are. Like maybe there's something to hold on to. Also, I think it's worth talking, or at least pointing out, that the case says Switch 2 on it, which we don't know the name of it. They could come up with some bullshit name. It could be Switch 2. It could be a placeholder. Maybe the company just made it up. I don't know. I'd be willing to bet that the thing is called Switch 2. I think that makes the most sense because they're going to
people put out Super Switch.
They're carrying on Nintendo Switch Online, which they've already said is backwards compatible. So I don't think they're moving away from the Switch moniker, right? So I think Switch 2 makes sense. It's the cleanest way, maybe not super like lavish, but I think it's going to happen. And yeah, there's things out there. Game Reactor had a report citing an ex-employee that they expect the Switch 2 to launch in what they said June or July for 400 euros, which makes sense. $400, $399. Like that seems to be the sweet spot. The thing that I would ask is, do they have more than one SKU? Like, is there a 400 SKU and a 450 or a 500 SKU? Do they have a bigger storage, maybe a different color? I don't know. I don't know. The Joy-Cons that were shown in the videos were white. That was like my main. I was like, oh God, I hope they're not white Joy-Cons again. Like, I don't. It's
God,
not my.
Don't do
favorite.
this. Don't do this.
It's not my favorite, but those were the color. The color were the Joy-Cons were white. Now here's the other thing. Like I said, I could make the case for and against. I've made the case for. The case against was there were dimensions that were shared months ago that like a bunch of people in China and Japan made a bunch of 3D printed Switches and said this is what it's going to be. They all have videos about it and everything. These screen accessories and cases could be made off of those dimensions. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the video that was shown, there was a video shown. It's grainy, it's blurry. People are making fun of it, like, how in today's time is this video still? That's not it. I thought that was funny because, like, the point was, I'm sure they filmed it on a regular iPhone and then they layered a filter on top of it because they don't want things to be seen. But the video showed a person like legit like clipping the Joy-Con, and like if it was fake, it's an elaborate, like it had an IR reader on it and everything. I was like, it didn't look fake. like if it's fake, like they really did their fucking homework because they spent some money on it. Like it looks real. Like I think, Nintendo doesn't announce it somewhat soon. It's going to leak because somebody's going to get a picture of a fucking box soon.
Yarden, I don't think the Switch 2 is launching before the end of the fiscal year. There's no way that thing launches.
That's a thing. People are thinking that it could be announced in January and launch in March. That's kind of a thing that's going around.
Wild. I'm going with you. I think it's July or.
Listen.
Yeah.
I don't know anymore. I've been saying this thing was going to launch for 3 years. I don't know what the fuck do I know, but they've been making them for months. So they like the marketing cycle doesn't line up, but like the production cycle does. And there's a case to be made that you don't need a long marketing cycle anymore. The way the information moves and shit, they could announce this thing next week and launch it next week if they had it ready to go. Yeah, like what's to stop them? They don't need 6 months to get the word out there. The word will be out there immediately. So I
could totally see it launching before the end of the fiscal year because again, like think about how hyped that is if you announce it in January and it launches in like April or March.
Yeah. I think ultimately, like in all things Nintendo, I think it comes down to the games. Are they ready for games? The other thing is, I think they're milking the shit out of this thing. And that's why I'm thinking you wait until the fifth. Like you just wait as long. They have until March. They don't have to do anything really until March. You know, like they don't have to do anything at all. They've got Donkey Kong
still
and
buying
Xenoblade, right? They've got ports. They're still selling. Like there's no real reason to disrupt everything immediately. Like they've got
Sony,
time.
pay attention. Pay attention. You don't need to
time.
launch your next console. You got time. Like,
so I think I gotta like that's where my head is. I'm thinking they're just milking it out. They'll wait until the last moment to announce it, and they'll announce it, and then they'll set the launch. And then when they set the launch, they'll move. That's when they'll move. They'll just move to that one. I think it's just about. There's a part of me that's like we're buying time for game development. You like how PlayStation they buy up exclusives so they can buy their first party development time. I think that's what Nintendo's doing. They're buying themselves development time. So here's the thing: if this thing was supposedly supposed to launch this November, a month ago, and they delayed it internally because they needed more time for games, announcing in January didn't buy you a whole lot of time. Announcing it in March buys you like 6 or 8 months. That's a lot of time. So that's the logic behind what I'm thinking. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but that's where my head is. I don't think November, January, there's not a whole lot. That doesn't really mean anything. But you take we're going to announce it in October, November, and you move it to, we're going to announce it in March. That buys you a lot of time. That's a lot of time to help whip up some games. So that's where my head is.
They're not pressed to launch this thing.
They have games. They have the Donkey Kong comes out in January. They got Xenoblade X coming out in March. They probably have another port in the works that we don't know about yet. Like they have games. Civilization is coming to Switch. Like they've got games to market. You know, but I don't know. We'll see. We will see. You got to go, Dev.
We can, yeah, I do.
Well, it's been fun, man. Thanks for hanging out with me all year. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, Donnie. And we'll see you Sunday, yeah?
Saturday.
Saturday? What are we doing Saturday? Yeah.
Saturday.
It's a secret.
Is it?
No.
It's not. Everybody knew it was coming. Yeah.
It's not. Yeah.
Christmas show Saturday.
Yeah.
And then we're officially off.
And then we're gone. You're not going to see me or Delvin for a month.
Well, spoilers. They're not going to see us on Saturday either. Because we're recording purposes.
We'll be off the 11th, 18th. We come back on New Year's Day. I hope that works for both of you. I didn't check, but it's not New Year's Eve. It's the day after. It's New Year's Day. You're off.
Yeah. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll be back New Year's Day if it's just me. We're coming back New Year's Day.
I'm available. I'll tell you that right now. So
we'll be back New Year's Day.
Yeah. All right. It's been fun. I'll see y'all Saturday.
Deuces.
Peace.
See you, Dev.
What a PlayStation heavy show. Digital Foundry backs up the claims of a PlayStation handheld by saying that they've seen and heard things about it off the record, on background through development channels.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They've seen it.
They've seen something. Yeah. You guys excited?
Which, for a PlayStation handheld, I mean, again, I'm kind of potentially looking for one for if I get on the travel team. So maybe, but like
an $1,100 console and a $600 handheld.
If it's $600, I can fucking buy it because I can buy a Steam Deck for that.
No damn food in the fridge and this rusty ass fan.
Oh my god.
Correct.
Fucking death fan.
She has the priority straight.
She does.
Entertainment.
I do.
Food
I do have my priorities straight. Yes.
It's better for your health.
Yeah. You're on the keto diet.
PlayStation diet.
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
Close enough.
All right, Delvin. I talked enough. You can take the rude.
Damn it. I got to read these questions.
You got to read the rude and the questions.
I got it. All right. Rude scoring update. Donnie scored correctly with the Thanksgiving dessert of pumpkin pie. I would have given bonus points if you added pumpkin pie with Cool Whip. Cool Whip.
I didn't know we had to state the obvious. Of course, we're having Cool Whip on the pumpkin pie.
Yes. Devin and Delvin got the TV event right with football. The animated movie we're looking for was the Iron Giant. What a weird Thanksgiving movie.
No, it is a Thanksgiving movie. Iron Giant.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that was a thing. If you were a Cartoon Network kid growing up, this would have been a deep pull, as the movie show would have been shown 24/7 on Thanksgiving. I did not know this at all.
Yes.
And I watched Cartoon Network.
Yep. Cartoon Network played this movie 24/7 for years on Thanksgiving.
I did not know that at all.
I wonder if it's like after the Cartoon Network that I grew up with.
Probably. I think
Maybe?
that's after all.
Like, like Dragon Ball Z, like the Tree of Might reruns on Thanksgiving when I was.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Right?
That was my
It was like those old movies, right?
Yeah.
Like the old Dragon Ball Z movies would just like run on repeat all day.
Yeah, that I remember. I did not remember the Iron Giant. And he says, now I usually throw it on for the kiddies to watch during Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving, the Iron Giant. That's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
Maybe I've
looking
never watched it. Maybe it's a Christmas movie.
Iron Giant is a fantastic movie.
Thanksgiving movie?
Well, no, it's about a like a giant robot that's in love with
starring Vin Diesel.
Yeah, he's the Iron Giant.
Yeah, he's the Iron Giant. Yeah. It's about a giant robot who like idolizes Superman. Superman doesn't exist in this, by the way. Like it's like Superman's not in it.
So it has nothing to do
the
with
robot
Thanksgiving at all.
Correct. It's just played on Thanksgiving. That's why.
I guess
That's why I said, what a weird movie to associate with Thanksgiving.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z wasn't either.
Well,
yeah, you're right.
But it has the Tree of Might.
Yeah, the Tree of Might was the shit.
Yes.
In Dead Zone.
Yes, that's
like, the old movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
Fucking...
Iron Giant will make you cry, Donnie. I'm not even kidding. Iron Giant will make you cry.
I'm not watching that.
I'm watching it so long. All right. We were looking for dumplings as what the fuck? No, we weren't looking for dumplings as the side.
Listen, I love dumplings. My grandmother would make chicken and dumplings, and like the whole family would like migrate to eat them. That being said, and it was like one of her signature meals in all of my years living in the South, the real South, the racist South, not Delvin South. Like, I have never, ever seen dumplings on a Thanksgiving dinner table. Like,
exactly.
That is a new one for me. That is wild.
Exactly. Not at one time.
I wish I would, though. Like, that's a Thanksgiving I could get behind. Make Thanksgiving great again. Let's fucking cook some dumplings.
All right.
Have you ever had Korean dumplings?
No.
I have one time. They're very good.
Oh,
those are very good.
Oh, that is the Achilles heel right there.
I went to a buffet and they had them there, and they were very, very good.
Yeah.
And I may have ate a whole tray of them. That's not something I'm proud of, but it happens.
It's the best though. we have a chain of Korean restaurants here in Atlanta, and they have dumplings as a side that you can get with like I always get like kimchi tacos and stuff and dumpling. Oh my!
That sounds good too.
When I tell you that, like, I will move agendas for the day. Like, I will cancel meetings if somebody's like, "Do you want to go get Korean tacos?" The fuck yes, I do. Like, oh boy, it is. Whew, that's some good eating right there. I implore all of you, especially Haley, to find your local Korean eatery and go get yourself some Korean tacos and dumplings.
The closest Korean eatery is probably in Toronto. So,
but you need to get your ass to Toronto then, because it's worth it. It's worth it.
Finally, Donnie gets a point for saying the Rude does the dishes. The Rude is a germaphobe, and the Rude makes sure every plate you can see your reflection in it. The Rude ain't taking no risks with some punk kid leaving crap on the plates. They set the table.
At that point,
look here, the Rude.
The tribal chief.
If you run your house right,
the original chief.
You make sure they wash them goddamn dishes right one time.
Dude, my son never does.
No.
I have fought my son for 7 years because he just straight up puts dirty dishes in the dishwasher.
Oh.
Does your kids do that?
I don't have a dishwasher.
Does anybody else's kids do that?
They wash it by hand.
Like, I tell him, I'm like, you need to scrub and rinse the plate. He's like, why do I wash the dish before I put it? I was like, because I don't want to buy another fucking dishwasher. Do what I say before I double kick you in the face.
Goddamn
like,
right.
Put the damn, like, rinse the plate off.
Yeah, you can't just put it in the dishwasher.
He thinks
with crap on it.
He thinks it's a food disposal. You just put it in there and it just goes away. And like, it doesn't go away. It clogs the pipe is what it does.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you wonder why your dishwasher like explodes all over the floor.
Listen, Since I married his mom, I've bought 4 dishwashers.
No.
Listen,
That is horrible.
listen. The last one that I bought was like last year, and by the way, they've gotten more expensive. Not the dishwasher, the installation has gotten more expensive. And I told him, I was like, listen, this is it. You break another fucking dishwasher, you'll wash every dish by hand. And as a punishment, I made him wash every dish by hand for a week. While we had the brand new dishwasher, it was right there. I was like, don't you ever use my dishwasher. You're going to fucking grab the scrub brush and scrub the damn dishes. You
God,
understand what I'm saving you from. You need to appreciate the dishwasher I've purchased for you. You think you've got it so bad loading the dishwasher? Wait till you wash the dish like I did my entire life.
Yeah.
I never had a dishwasher until I bought my own dishwasher.
That's how my kids do it.
You know,
Wash
like
my goddamn hand.
But like, yeah, like last
Like
time
an
I caught him,
American.
damn, was putting, he had like a whole plate of mashed potato like in the dishwasher.
Oh no!
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
My kids are brats, dude. Like, I don't know what, like, I've done everything I can to give them any amount of grit. They're brat. Like, you know, so I'll tell you one funny story as a tangent off of what you're talking about. My daughter, she's got this old car that I bought. I call it a cigarette car. It's a 2000 Mercury Sable, right?
Mhm.
And it was a cheap car, and I bought it like just, she wrecks it. No problem, right? Like, it's a cheap ass car. But for college, as a college gift to her, I floated her the idea of like, well, what if I fix up your mom's Prius, put a brand new battery in it, brand new tires, like get it all for like thousands of dollars, and I give you that for college. You can take that to college. Much better car. And you know what she said to me?
No.
When I explained to her that I would spend thousands of dollars on this car, she said, and I quote, I hope you guys will wash it first because it's dirty.
Wow.
It was
Wow.
like the nails on a chalkboard that my brain hears coming from where I came from, the car that I scrounged to buy, scrounged to keep running. Like, I was like,
Oh.
are you fucking telling me you won't accept the car if we don't want you fucking wash the goddamn car?
Yeah.
I was like, and while you're at it, you wash my fucking car too. I was like, do you have any idea how bad it makes my blood boil to hear a kid of mine say something like that? Oh my God.
Yeah,
I'm like, the cars don't fucking grow on trees. Like, you don't just get cars. You don't just acquire, like, they're not just given away.
Yeah.
Not at all.
At her school, everybody has a brand new car that their parents pay, and they pay for all their insurance and all. And I know I've said this before, but it's like it's a constant recurring theme with us. I'm just like, man, it hurts me to my soul to know that like I'm responsible for what this thing. I'm like, I don't know where it came from. I don't know how it happened.
That's so weird that to be like,
it was a whole topic
I
on
hope you
Thanksgiving.
wash it.
My in-laws are not happy with me because I'm making her work. Like,
What?
you're gonna get a job. They're like, she's got school and she's got band and she's got drama. I was like, guess what? Drama's not paying for that gas bill. Drama's not paying for that insurance. They're like, you're her dad. You're supposed to. Like, I'm supposed to teach her how to be an adult, which is what I'm doing by making her pay. Right. Like, no, it's not. This isn't a free ride. I'm not even making her pay for all of it. I'm just making her pay for a portion of it, just to hold her somewhat accountable. What little accountability I'm allowed to do. And even that I'm getting pushback on. You know, father-in-law was like, she can work the rest of her life. She doesn't need to work now. I'm like, fuck, why wish somebody would told me?
How old's Victoria?
She would be 18 in January.
Yeah, she can work.
Yeah, no, I know she can.
Yeah, she can.
But it gets in the way of her drama schedule.
Oh,
which
she has to perform at Shrek. That's the priority.
Oh yeah.
So fun times.
All right, the final week of the Root Days, final week for 2024. This is it. The one for all.
This is your moment.
All right, the first one. Come at the end of the year. This is not a good question. Which NBA team will have the best record?
This is a good question because there's a lot of games between now and the end of the year. For the rest of the month, that's a lot. There is a lot.
Not really.
The Cavs are playing, I think, 3 games next week.
Let's see.
All right, so most teams have like 8 or 10 games between now and the rest of the month. That's a lot.
Okay, that's a decent amount, but
Yeah, it's a
I don't
decent,
think
like
much.
you
I don't
can't
think much is going to change.
you can't look exactly at the standings now and go, that's for sure going to be that way. That's the point I was making, because they can still have
Okay.
10. Like those standings can
That
go
is a fair
lot
point.
more in 10 games.
What are the current standings? So I at least have a ballpark because I don't watch.
So I'm in the lead, and this is a homer pick, but I am going to pick it. I'm going to say the Cavs hold on and they keep their record through the end of the month.
Okay.
They're playing well. They are playing now. They got to go play Denver and I think Sacramento. So they may lose like 2 out of the next 3. And I may eat these words, but they are playing well. They just beat Boston. So like, I don't know. Like I kind of love what they're doing. I think they can at least hold on for 3 more weeks.
I want to agree with you, but I think you're correct. But I'm going to counter pick you and say the Celtics.
Okay.
Okay. Haley, I will give you the list of I'll give you the top 3 teams from each conference, okay? So, number 1, the Cavaliers are 19-3. Number 2, the Boston Celtics are 18-4. And number 3, the Magic are 8-16. 16-8. What the fuck is going on? Y'all hear that?
Killing each other.
Yeah.
Is that Haley's house? Is that your house?
I think that's my house.
Yeah, I was gonna
Killing a
say.
cat. Some cat is dying.
Well, my cat
Oh
died
my
2.5 weeks
goodness.
ago.
It's very loud.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not here. That's not here.
Maybe I should
Haley-
go check.
Haley, top standings are the Cavs, the Celtics, the Thunder, the Rockets, the Magic, the Mavericks, the Grizzlies, and the Knicks.
Okay.
They are separated. All 10 of those teams are separated by 5 games. Every one of those teams play 8 or 11 games for the next 3 weeks. So that 5 games could go away real quick.
Yes.
I'm gonna say Mavs.
She's got the Mavs. Guess what? That's a great pick because I think they've won like 7 in a row.
That is a great
They're
pick.
on fire right now. Like Dallas is cooking. So good pick.
That's a really good pick. Okay. The next Root Days question is, come the end of the year, which NFL team will have the best record?
I have no fucking clue.
I
I
have
do.
no fucking clue.
I have the clue. I'm going first. It's the Lions.
All right. I'm looking at the standings here. How many more games do we have to play? I thought it was like over already.
It's almost over.
No, it's almost over until January something.
The Lions have been playing incredible football. They're doing really good.
So they got to play 1, 2, 3, 4. They got 5 more games. Yeah, and the Chiefs' schedule sucks. They got to play L.A., Cleveland, Houston, Pittsburgh, and Denver. They might win every one of those fucking games.
Yes.
To not lose a point, I'm just going to agree. Like, I wanted to pick somebody else. I was going to take, like, the Bills or the Eagles, but nah.
Damn
Not with that schedule.
And I think I'm going to be right.
Not with that schedule. That schedule sucks. Goodness.
Well,
The best
what?
team in that schedule is the Steelers. They're like 8-8.
Yeah.
Like, they're not even that good.
Oh boy, wait, isn't Kansas City not doing great this year?
They're the best record. They're doing greater than everyone else.
Yes. The chefs are doing great.
Whereas the
Okay.
Detroit, and they have to play Green Bay, Buffalo, Chicago, San Fran, and Minnesota. Well, that's not that great either. They have also have a pretty easy end of the
That's
year.
what I'm saying. I think this is going to be the Lions. The Chiefs are very close too. You can pick the Chiefs and it wouldn't be.
I'm just agreeing with Delvin.
All
There
right,
you go.
so not the Chiefs. So you take the Lions then.
Okay. Okay. Last Rude Days question for 2024. And finally, what will be the Rude's personal game of the year this year?
I have no idea what the type of stuff
Did,
the Rude
okay,
is.
but like, did he give us like a list to choose
That's
from?
not how
or
that
just-
works. You have to
Oh
pick a
my
game.
god!
You just have to assume the Rude's
That's-
personality.
Yes, that's how this works. You have to figure it out. You don't get any guesses. You don't get any clues. You have to guess. You have to figure it out on your own.
Okay.
Hmm.
Fuck.
See, it's not as easy as it seems.
I didn't think it would be in the first place, but
Let's see.
type of games does Rude play though?
Exactly. That's
question.
where the problem lies at. Has the Root been speaking on the games he plays? That means you have to pay attention to what the Root's been saying in the Discord. And if he's even alluded to anything he's been playing or likes
I
a lot.
want to throw like a curveball and be like, it's Indiana Jones. It's not out yet.
Ah, that's a good one.
I just don't know if I got the balls to do it.
Fuck.
I wonder what kind of games the Root is into.
I'm throwing out Astrobot.
That's a good pick, Haley.
It is a good pick.
That's a really good pick. I'm gonna go Alan Wake.
Okay.
Solid. I'm gonna go with Hellblade.
That's a good pick.
It's
Okay.
a gut. I'm telling you, it's a gut pick. I have no evidence to support that he's even played Hellblade. I have no idea.
That's what's the fun part about this.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's an apparition. It hit my brain, and I'm just going with the gut feeling. I'm gonna go with Hellblade.
Watch, it's gonna be some shit like Final Fantasy.
Like Mitsugami, Path of the Goddess, or some shit. I was thinking Persia.
I was too.
Yeah, Persia came to me, and I was like, maybe it's Persia. I don't know why I think that, but I was
I
thinking
thought the
that.
same thing too. But I said,
yeah, I'm gonna go with Hellblade. Maybe he loves Hellblade. I don't know.
yeah. Ooh. What can it be? Helldivers?
That's a good pick.
Was he in on Helldivers when everybody was talking about Helldivers?
I
There
don't
was
know.
a
I
group of
don't.
people that were. I don't know. I can't speak for again.
Huh.
You can search for it in the Discord in the search bar by typing in Helldivers
That
from
would be
Brood
cheap.
Days. But
No, I'm not gonna do that.
okay.
I don't want to cheat. I'm gonna switch to Helldivers.
Okay. So we have Helldivers and
Astrobot.
Hellblade and Astrobot.
Yes.
All right. He's gonna be like, it was Prince of Persia, you fools.
Yes, it is.
Like I'm almost beating myself by not taking like for whatever reason, Prince of Persia just sounds right. I don't know why I think that, but I do.
And thanks, Bruce. Bruce says Alan Wake came out last year.
Okay,
I'm
but
glad
both DLCs
Really?
for Alan Wake came out. Yes, both DLCs for Alan
shit.
Wake 2 came out this year.
Boy,
I
this year
bought
went
that
by
game
fast.
and never played it.
Yeah,
It's
there
all
you go.
8-year-old.
Yeah, there you go. That is very accurate. Yeah. Yeah.
He bought Baldur's Gate and played it for like an hour. What do you like?
Yeah.
Neva is correct. That's the correct answer, Bruce.
Yes.
Neva was most excellent. Haley, you got to play it. It was incredible.
I'll get to it.
Neva was
I'm gonna
great.
get to it too. Probably on our break.
I'm gonna
Alright.
try to play Call of Duty over break. That's the idea.
Yeah, that's
DLC should never count. Well, the Game Awards disagree.
The
So
thing that bothered me with Call of Duty is after I beat the first mission, you go to like the safe house and they keep talking about how you have to upgrade the safe house, and the
and
safe
it's
house
three
is like
things.
the safe house is like full of like locked doors and hidden paths. And I'm like, I don't want to do all that. Like it just feels like a chore.
what?
It's like
I never
what-
liked that.
It's like no. Here's the funny thing. In other games where like that's what I'm wanting to play, that sounds dope. But it's like I don't want that in my Call of Duty game though. It's
Yeah.
like I'm trying
Yeah.
to like play the next fucking thing. You're trying to be like figure out this math problem, do these piano keys, unlock this. I'm like, I don't want to do that. It's like when I'm playing Uncharted and they give me some ridiculous fucking shadow bomb. I'm like, nobody asked for this.
Oh, the Shadow Box puzzles and Uncharted are awful.
It's
I
like,
hate
nobody
them.
asked
Yeah.
for this. Why are you doing this to me? I've stopped playing Call of Duty twice already because of that. And it's like I gotta find a way to plow through that. But like it's really
Just push through it.
It's really bothering me. Like every time I'm like, I don't want to do that, and I just turn it off. And everybody's like, the campaign's so good, and there's a part of me it's like, I'm never gonna find it because I don't want to try this hard.
All right. Hit time for these questions.
The
First
last
one up
questions.
Last question for 2024.
Final questions.
Final countdown, baby.
Hmm.
From Free to Play Joe. Great year, guys and girls. To celebrate, cast PSVG as wrestlers. Who would they be and which belts would they hold?
Uh-oh.
Now,
This is a disadvantage question. I don't know anybody.
We got a bunch of jobbers in PSVG.
Oh, no.
Kyle the Pug, the Brooklyn Brawler.
Oh, boy.
I would let you cook, Delvin. This is your question. You were born for this moment. We did this with like the Avengers like years ago. We all had an Avenger that we all picked, and you had to know everybody. I'm interested to hear what, because you don't podcast with everybody, so I'm interested to hear what roles you assign other people.
Okay. I'm trying to think of personality wise. I'm going to use to simplify things. I'm only doing WWE. We're not doing the AEW thing because people don't know who the fucking these people are. Let's simplify this.
People that watch AEW.
Like, hey, here's Kenny Omega. Like, who the fuck is Kenny Omega, Duff?
Right.
I don't know who any of these people are.
I think that's fair. We all need to be a part of one company. Yeah.
Yes. So, let me start. Who I can start with first? I think
I can give you a list if you want.
We're gonna do current. We're gonna do all. Yeah, give me some lists. Give me some names.
All right, so here's the thing. The Border Video Games crew, they got to be a tag team.
Okay.
Because they do everything together. So you don't get them separate. Like their endeavors are tied. So like of all of us, I think they're the most tag team. They have to be a tag team.
You know what?
I also think they're natural baby faces. Kyle kind of has heel tendency. Like every now and again, he'll put one in. He'll lay one dig, and you're like, oh shit, he's got edge. But like Josh is the biggest baby face of baby faces. He's the underdog, fights from behind, big heart. Like they're baby face. They're a baby face tag team.
Okay. Babyface tag team, fight from behind. Are we doing like current WWE, or are we going to go all throughout WWE history? I say
idea.
current.
It's his question. I have no idea. I think it's fair. It's fine.
Let's see. You know what? I'm trying to think of a good tag team that would fit them.
I don't feel like I know the tag team division. I'm looking up tag teams. I'm like, I don't even know the fuck there are tag teams.
Now, you says, you know what? Alpha Academy.
Good. I was gonna say American Made, but Alpha Academy's better.
Academy.
Alpha Academy's better.
With Chad Gable and Otis. You know,
okay.
Very good, strong tag team. Got championship aspirations. Otis, charisma out the gate. Very charismatic. And Chad Gable, workhorse, baby.
Stud.
Yeah. Should be a champion.
I like it. Good pick.
Okay. Give me somebody else.
All right. How about so the jobbers. That would be our rotation guys.
Okay.
The folks that are on the team but don't have their own show.
Okay.
So we're taking Barrett, JV, right? Like all of our rotation folks.
Okay.
TPR.
Okay.
These are the folks that come in. Like I think that's square one jobber territory.
Okay. So jobbers.
This is enhancement talent.
Okay.
They come in when they need, they do their job, and they go home.
Okay.
They come in, they do the job, they get paid, and then they'll see you at the next show.
Okay. Barrett is Tozawa.
Wow.
I
suddenly really like this question. When I got the question, I was like, I don't know how this is going to go. It's going great. Like, I love it.
Tozawa.
They're all going to listen to this and then look up who they are and be like, what the?
Yeah. Tozawa is low-key funny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like Tozawa's
not low-key. Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, he's a good wrestler. Like you pay attention to Tozawa, you're like he's like you watching New Japan stuff.
Still dying.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's happening out there. They having an orgy, a cat orgy or some shit. I'm not going to find out. But Tozawa is a really good wrestler who's a very great role player. Who when it's time to like rise to the occasion. He definitely can rise to the occasion. So yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
Okay. What about JV?
JV.
JV the monster.
Okay. Trying to think of somebody who would be good. You know what? JV, Paulo Cruz.
Dude, you read my mind.
Yes. Apollo Cruz. Apollo Cruz is a solid wrestler, has a lot of potential, doesn't always get the time to shine, but when he gets on, he does some things that are really good once you give him the opportunity to do so.
I like it.
Like Apollo Cruz.
I like it. You got T?
TPR.
No, Terrell.
Terrell.
Yeah. Or do you want to TPR first? Because you could make T and Chalfie a tag team if you wanted to. There's a lot of New Day.
That's a good
not
idea.
New Day, not New Day. Who was the thing? There's a lot of Judgment Day there.
TPR. No, I'll do TPR first.
Okay.
I want to know who I want to say TPR is. Fucking
Watch out.
What is? I'm trying to think of his name. Dominic Mysterio.
Ooh, Dirty Dom.
Because he's a little shit. He's a little shit stirrer who will say
Dirty
shit.
Dom.
Yeah.
Okay. I honestly thought you go Dom and Chalfie. I thought Chalfie and T would get like the Dominic and Priest or the Dominic and Finn treatment or something.
I think they are. See, because Chalfie and T work really well together, feeding off each other. So they're like a really good tag team. I want to say somebody like Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa.
Oh, yeah. DIY.
DIY, yes.
I like it. That's very good. Cleveland.
Yeah.
You got the Cleveland time. That's good. That makes
Great tag team.
Chalfie's what's his face? You just said his name. I just forgot his name.
Johnny Gargano?
Ciampa. No.
Ciampa.
Yeah. Chalfie with Ciampa. That's good.
Yes.
Because it kind of goes both ways. A little moody, goes both ways. Heel face, does a little both.
Yeah.
But was like the MVP of his own brand.
Correct.
Like was the star of his own show.
Correct.
Yeah, that's good. I like it.
Has the potential to be a main event guy, but not there yet.
NBA, please.
Absolutely not.
I know none of these anyways, so.
The question was asked. We have to answer it.
That is correct.
So we've done a lot here. Let's see here. Who are we missing? Snurts.
Feel like Snurts.
He's a babyface.
He's a babyface. Definitely a babyface.
Yeah, big time.
Who's a good babyface to give him?
Let's see here.
You know who I'm gonna give him? I know he's not Latino, but I'm gonna give him Andrade.
What? I don't know.
He's Andrade. And I'm gonna tell you why I think he's Andrade.
I was gonna say like LA Knight.
LA Knight works too. I was gonna say Andrade because Andrade is somebody who came in
Sheamus
and made an impact. Snurts came in to PSVG and immediately fit in.
Sure.
And made an impact and kind of made a name for himself just by coming in. Andrade is kind of the same way. He came in the WWE. People knew who he was. They missed him. He kind of made an impact with those matches with that he's had, and he's kind of a mainstay. He's not necessarily main event, but he's right there. He's right there. Somebody that you want to see on TV. You can say the same thing for LA Knight. So LA Knight also works for that because LA Knight came in a couple years ago.
I think LA Knight's higher on the card.
Yes.
I think Snurts is higher on the card.
I agree. LA Knight's like Snurts is at that point,
He's
right?
Funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right near the main event level.
How about our ladies?
Okay, let's see. This is going to be harder.
Got Haley and Rebecca. Rebecca's so Charlotte.
She is Charlotte Flair.
She's so Charlotte Flair.
That is a good one. She's Charlotte Flair.
Yeah, she comes up. Everybody thinks she's a face. I mean, you don't know her, but the people that know her know she's a heel.
And she's coming. And every time,
100%.
And every time she's getting the belt.
Yeah, she's top dog. Yep, that's it. She's so Charlotte Flair.
Yes. Haley would be. You know what? Haley beat Nia Jax.
Really?
Nia Jax.
I was going to Nikki Cross.
I say Nia because Nia has that aggressive personality.
Yeah, Nia Jax is a big heel. And I don't think Haley's a heel at all.
Haley can be a heel to people.
What? I don't think so.
I don't think she's intentionally a heel.
Have you seen the amount of people who don't understand what I'm like actually mad and who think I'm mad at them all the
and that's the thing about Nia Jax. Nia Jax gets unnecessary hate a lot. But when it's time for you need somebody to do the job or put in the spot, Nia Jax pulls it through.
That's true. They can't
she's the one who's like, all right, now people like I would
have also accepted EO.
EO's a good one too.
I think
EO's a really good one.
I think Haley has EO Sky energy.
Yes.
I don't know what that means.
Jumping off the fucking cage to pop the crowd.
I agree.
Oh, probably.
She'd be like, this is what PSVG needs from me?
Yes.
Watch me do this shit.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm literally like, oh, you need me? I'm right here. Like
starts just like, who? Like, I don't know what's happening. All right, now you're in the upper echelon then. You got I think number one jobber, Garrett Bland.
Yes.
He was like still here. He's a stepchild. He's like a part-timer. Maybe like a guy who's been here, did it, and like only comes back every so often. He's on a full-time guy. Yeah.
Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Like Randy Orton just comes, especially now. Randy Orton just comes in.
Can be inserted into the main pain whenever he needs to. I was also accept Cena, but I think Bland is more of a heel.
Yes. He's Randy Orton.
Garrett's got big heel energy. Yeah, out of nowhere.
Throw an RKO and just leave.
Hit the dig and then leave with a smile.
Yeah. Don't hear from him again for 6 months.
Okay, let's see here. So we've done you. So it's just us. The three of us left.
It is, huh?
I don't think I've missed anybody. Check again. Yeah, it's just the three of us. The core trio.
Donnie's Roman Reigns. Tribal Chiefs, of course. We have to acknowledge him. And the cool thing, and the thing about Donnie is, and same thing Roman Reigns, his character doesn't change. The situations change.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna take that, accept it just because, but I like it because Roman is heel or face depending on what they're doing with Roman. He's still Roman.
He's still Roman.
He is still Roman. Like Roman's Roman, but he can be a baby face or a heel, and I like both.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think that would have to make Dev your rival, Seth Rollins. He's 100% Seth Rollins because he's going to antagonize you. He's gonna see what you're doing. Like, nah, that doesn't work for me, brother.
How much do I have to pay?
Yeah.
He's such a hater. The Seth goes hard because he is such a hater.
Yes.
Yeah, I could totally see Dev doing some Monday Night Messiah bullshit. Like all that flamboyant, all those flamboyant clothes and shit.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
hey,
so
man,
fit.
he was wearing a shirt today that said uppers. Like
that so fits.
Yeah. Yes.
Very
He's
good.
definitely
Good casting. All right. So who does that make you?
This is a hard one. In terms of PSVG.
Because here's my question for you is, like, it's hard to self-evaluate yourself. Do you see yourself more as a face or a heel?
I think I'm a face.
Me too. I think you're a face too. That makes it hard.
But I'm a lovable face. So in my head, I'm thinking like Sami Zayn.
Yeah. Because in my head, I'm thinking Kevin Owens. Like Kevin Owens has these mean streaks that you don't have.
Yes. That's why I'm thinking somebody like Sami Zayn or Jey Uso.
Jey Uso. Because he got the swag though.
Yes.
Yeet. Like I could see it.
Yeah, just say something crazy.
Yeah.
Like, oh. But the charisma that kind of
behind you.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Tag guy, solo guy. Yeah.
You can put him everywhere.
Main event Jey Uso. Main event Delvin Cox. That's it.
Yeah, that works. That works perfectly.
That was fun.
We made it through, Bruce. We made it.
Made it through.
Bruce said, "Please take my money. Please stop doing what you're doing."
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, he's not the first person to be like, "Can I give you money in recent weeks?" Like that.
Sure.
Hey,
I mean,
we'll
Free
take
to
it.
Play Joe has asked us like a question most every week for years. So I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
If he wants us
That
to
was a
cast
great question.
ourselves as wrestlers, we're casting ourselves as wrestlers.
Yeah.
All
Just
It's
I don't
better
know any
than
wrestlers,
like
so I'm not answering
what
it.
porridge would Luigi have on Tuesday or whatever bullshit Kyle would tell us to answer. You know,
That's
like,
correct.
it's a better question than that.
Yes,
What
correct.
porridge with Luigi?
Actually, who's Kyle? Let's throw Kyle in the mix too. Who's Kyle the Pug?
Fuck you, Kyle the Pug. Kyle the Pug. Goddamn hornswoggle.
Damn, you had to do him like that.
Damn.
Oh, he deserves better than that, Delvin.
You know who I'll give him?
One, is he a heel or a face?
He's definitely a heel.
Is he solo?
He's a heel.
Is he solo
he-
Sokoa?
He can't be solo.
He's solo Sokoa, right? Doesn't that just sound right?
Yes,
Like
it
he's
does.
solo Sokoa.
We don't like
Wait
him,
up.
but somehow he keeps winning.
He's loud.
Loud and impressive. Like, why do you keep winning?
Yeah, you could totally see him coming out here and be like, I'm on the team.
Like, no.
I'm in charge of the team. You're like, what the fuck?
We didn't ask you to do this.
I'm the captain now.
Yeah.
Who?
Look at me. Look at me. I'm the captain now.
He's
I
solo.
could see it. I could see it.
Yes. All right. Our next question is from Jacked Up Review Show. Jacked Up Pod, of course. Which celeb should do motion capture in a video game?
Which celebs have done motion capture in a video?
Damn near all of them.
Is there like
Surprisingly.
I mean, wait a minute? Voice acting is not motion capture.
That's a good point.
Well, yes. So motion capture is like
Right. It'd be movement
Different.
stuff. Like I'm not thinking
Yeah.
voice
If
acting.
it's just
I'm thinking
movements, then
motion
back to
capture.
Stallion. That's the answer. We can move on now.
Hey, I like
Uh,
that. It's not a
hold
bad
on.
answer. It's not the
Hold on.
motion I think they were asking about, but it is a motion I can get behind.
See?
I was gonna say Nicole Maines, but I think she's already done it. I think she did it for Siege.
Who's like the new age like Van Damme or Bruce Lee or Jackie Chan or something? Is there
There is
somebody that
none.
does that?
There isn't really.
There's nobody
isn't
doing
none.
shit like that. Who's like the
No.
cool stunt guy?
You know who it is? It's Van Damme. He's now 60
He's
years
still
old
doing
the
that
sa-
shit? Oh god.
Yes, he is. I
Yeah,
watched the movie the other day
yeah.
of him doing that.
Also, the only person I know doing their own stunts and shit is still fucking Tom Cruise. Which no, I don't want
Tom
him to
Cruise. My answer's Tom Cruise.
That's a good answer.
Tom
So he's
Really
Cruise.
good
gonna do
answer.
all the motion capture for Uncharted.
I'm going Dylan O'Brien. There you go.
There you
Who?
go.
Dylan, you've
Do I want to
you've
know?
asked me who? No, you don't.
No.
You don't.
Teen Wolf.
Oh god. You know what?
And-
No, I'm gonna take it back. I want to do like LeBron James. I'm gonna do like an athlete.
That's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah. We need more motion capture by real athletes.
I
want
guess
somebody
I
like
have my
fucking-
own
I agree.
bloodline of
fucking
pugs.
dunk like LeBron. NBA
Yes.
Live 2025. NBA
I
Live
agree.
needs to come back just for the run.
Also,
They should.
I like how you
Live
went
25?
Wolf for
Come
Dylan
on.
O'Brien and not Maze
on.
Runner, which Donnie might actually know.
We're still talking about
He
some
doesn't know
Irish
that.
kid, like
Yes.
Dylan O'Brien.
Yeah.
Okay, that's our motion capture. Dylan O'Brien.
Close enough. All right. Our next question from Eddie V. Did you celebrate a franchise's anniversary? Has there been any plans to replay a series that you love or admire? Well, you have
No.
plans to play Breath of the Wild, but that's
It won't
Just
be its
one game.
anniversary. It'd be like a new system, but it won't be its anniversary. And like when it comes to anniversaries, unless the company is celebrating it in some special way, probably not.
yes.
Astrobot maybe want to replay Uncharted, the Astrobot level.
But that's not an anniversary. Like it's an anniversary. Like what's the
Well, it is
anniversary?
30th anniversary.
That doesn't count. It'd be Uncharted's anniversary.
See, the thing about it is, I don't remember these video game anniversaries till they tell me.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Neither
true.
do I.
Right.
Like, I don't be thinking about it. I don't have it marked on my calendar.
What I was going to say is for a long time, the only thing that I even have that's like remotely like this, for like several years, Shaq did Iwata's passing anniversary. We do Mario Kart.
I remember that.
And we did that for several years. So that's the only thing that like we had like some sort of remembrance for. And then the other thing about Nintendo is it's really hard because like as I learned like during Thanksgiving week, like 18 of their anniversaries all happened that like every day I woke up and it was like some other fucking game's anniversary. Like they all release everything the week before Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Yeah, not really. I don't think so. Not unless it's an event. If somebody makes an event out of it and releases something to celebrate, then of course I'm going to play it. But I would play it if it wasn't an like the anniversary is not why I'm playing it. The anniversary is just a reason to release some special thing for me to buy.
Correct.
You know.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't really know the anniversaries till they tell me, right? So
Yeah. I'm the same way. All right. Stingray X asked, all right, think deep now. What is the one true game that got you into gaming as a hobby? As always, take care, guys, and have a rest of the year. You've earned it.
Is yours easy? Mine's easy.
Mine's easy.
Yeah, I think I think everybody just has like mine's Ocarina of Time.
Super Mario World.
Mine's
Like,
Super Mario Brothers.
It's not the first one I played. It's not the first game I ever played. It's not even the first game that I got enamored with. I loved Super Mario World years before I played Ocarina of Time. I loved Donkey Kong years before I played Mario. But Ocarina of Time hit different. Ocarina of Time, as always said, Ocarina of Time expanded my horizons of what video games could be.
Yeah.
In my head, video games were Donkey Kong and Mario. You jump on the thing, Tecmo Bowl, like it was little bleeps and bloops, and and then Ocarina is like, no, it's a whole world with a story and lore and characters, and it's a whole fucking thing. Like that expanded my,
Kyle the Pug, Tetris. Fuck you, Kyle the Pug.
Like once I played Ocarina, when I played Ocarina of Time, I remember I went to my library and I spent like $7 printing off guides from the internet to take home, and I just played. Like I played that game the first time I had that game. I think it took me like almost a year to beat Ocarina. Like I played that game for like 8 months, and I played just that. Like it was my life for a period of time. I never had a video game like that until that game came out.
Yeah. Mine's
so like, oh, sorry, Dylan, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Haley.
So Super Mario World might have been the first one. Like, again, I blacked out a lot of my childhood, but like the one that I can distinctly remember, like making me interested in them, was Super Mario World, and that was because my mom would struggle with the level, and I would finish it, and then my mom would run through it and beat it, and like we would make a game out of it. So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Mine is actually Super Mario Brothers because that was like the first game I really played that had like secrets and stuff like that, and there was stuff you had to find out and kind of discover as a kid. Like, oh, this is freaking cool. You jump over this
you
thing,
could run on the top of the level. You're like, holy shit! Yeah,
and
you
find
felt like
the warp
you were
zones.
breaking something. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it
that's
felt like
so
you were
fun
cheating.
doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mario 3 for real.
I love
you found out
Mario
about warp
3.
whistles, and when you fell
Yeah.
into the background, and it was like,
Yes.
what? Like that shit
What
blew
the
my mind.
fuck is happening?
Yeah.
It's such an amazing thing.
Yeah. But like Ocarina's, the way that like the trade sequence worked, I'll never forget like expanding, like traveling, figuring out all of those things. Like if you go and find this character and give them this thing, they'll give you this thing. You can go and give to this person, give you that thing. Like to do all of that I had never experienced anything
That was really
like
cool.
that. Have like that sort of cohesive interconnect. That's world building, right? Like that's literally you're doing things that's changing and shaping the world around you. That was like building bridges to access new areas, like not just being, it didn't feel like we were gated off for video game reasons, invisible walls and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a world. There was a world building there. Like it all interconnected and played together. And then the time skip and you come and the world's completely different. And everybody's like, that was, man, that shit. I can't tell you how like seminal that game was for my gamedom. And there was a similar like that time for me, which I'm sure for you think about Mario 3, Mario Bros, you probably think Link to the Past, right?
Yeah.
I had those same experience, but that time for me, I had Metal Gear Solid, I had Resident Evil 2, like those games shaped me as a gamer and set me off on that path.
Yeah.
I still to this day I still think about Metal Gear Solid. I'm like, man, that's a game I beat it this year again for like the 50. I'm like, what a fucking video game, man! Like how
Amazing
great
video
was
game.
that shit? Like no offense, I love Link to the Past and I love Kirby's Dream Land and and I love Super Mario 3 but like the shit hit different. It was like on a completely different scale.
I agree. All right. Our next question from Nix. What games do you hope get announced at the Game Awards?
I don't.
I
Even
have
know
one.
What, I don't even.
I
know
have
what's
one.
being rumored around.
I heard this was a while back. I heard. I hope this is announced if it's true. Resident Evil 9.
Yeah, Resident Evil should be announced.
I could see it. The question is it Resident Evil 9 or the RE5 remake that we know is happening?
No,
I think 9 is coming
9.
for the remake. I think Resident Evil gets announced this year. Potentially comes out this year, but I think it gets it. I think Resident Evil is a pretty good bet we'll see Resident Evil for the end of the year.
Yeah, Resident Evil 9.
2025, yeah.
2025. Yeah, I think the next Resident Evil game is ready to be announced. So I don't think you're that far off. I think you're probably pretty good.
Kingdom 2 is a good pull.
Well, it's a great question. Do we see any, so the announce part is what's wild to me because technically it was already announced, but do we see anything from Hex, which is the next Assassin's Creed after Shadows?
I don't think so. I think the Shadows delay pushes everything back.
I would think so.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to double dip in a year, because Shadows is going to have support in DLC 2, and that's going to push all that back.
Because DLC 1 is now included with purchase of the game, and then DLC 2 is still a thing that's going to happen. You just have to buy it separately. So
I'm sure that I know that they have announcements, and so I know this is not going to be 100% right, but I'm not expecting new game reveals of the Game Awards to be like earth-shattering type stuff.
No, yeah.
I think the earth-shattering updates are going to be from games we already know about. We just get more information on.
So we know for a fact that Mafia is going to be there because they said they'd announce more later this year.
Fuck
so
me. Bruce is Kenna too, like that.
Yeah,
I would
good
lose
pull.
my shit about that. That would be great. That'd be. I still love that game. What a game!
I still haven't gotten to play it. So
what a game! You owe it to yourself. Like what a game!
Yeah.
Really, really, one of my favorite games this generation. It's not a super long list, but that's definitely on the short list. It's
Beautiful game
good.
too.
Very good. I'm going to take some easy bait here. How about a release date set by Silksong?
That would be good.
I think that's some copium.
I think Silksong's coming out in 2025.
Yeah,
it's got to come out in 2025.
When was that game announced again? By the way,
I also think that's like big for the Game Awards. That's big news.
That's really big news.
So, and I think for Silksong, that's really good like product placement. I don't know if I'm guessing here, but I think there's potentially a marriage there that could do some wonders.
Yeah.
What about I'm also of the opinion there's not going to really be any major reveals. Maybe we see more from Borderlands 4. We know it's coming next year. Like it was in the reveal trailer.
That's an easy one. Yeah, because the Game Awards seem to have the inside track. Keeley seems to have a track in on that one. So I think that would make sense. But I know you do. I don't want to see that. Like I don't care. Like I don't want to see.
Oh, I love Borderlands. You know that.
I know.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna watch. I'm not even planning to watch. Like I'll see the.
Oh, I always watch the Game Awards because it's. But see, here's the thing. Everyone's like, "How do you have time for that?" I don't. What I do have time for is watching Ray, basically mock them the entire time. So.
I will be playing games and waiting for Wario to tweet to my phone, and I'll go, "Oh, that's a thing."
Me too.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but I actually expect Borderlands. I think Borderlands will be there for sure.
How many announcements did they have last year at the Game Awards? Was it 10 or 12?
No idea.
No clue.
It was 2 or 18. I have no idea.
Yeah. All right.
Well, okay. So here's the thing. Borderlands doesn't have to wait for a release date for GTA because it's the same parent company. They make money regardless.
That's true.
Ma'am, we're moving on to the next question.
I'd like to reclaim my time.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
I do think Bruce is right. I do think a lot of A lot of games that are potentially a year to 18 months out, I think will hold back marketing plans until they have a better idea of where GTA lands.
When
I agree.
GTA is, yeah. I keep seeing
That's a good
people
point.
say GTA at the Game Awards, and I'm like, y'all are fucking crazy. That's not
Not even a
happening.
little bit. They don't need
No,
the,
yeah.
they don't need that at all.
They don't need the Game
No.
Awards. If they
Like I said,
if they
they
put a
could put their
trailer out, it'll be
trailer-
themselves.
They could put their trailer out on BP gas pumps and that shit would go viral in 13
Correct.
seconds. Like it's unnecessary.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Our next question from Chip Biscuit.
I love that name. What a name.
Great name. Fantastic
What a
name.
name.
What are any story tropes in video games that you guessed are exhausted by or just roll your eyes at this point?
Tropes or mechanics?
Tropes.
He says tropes.
Miscommunication. Purposeful miscommunication.
Yeah.
Yes.
Elaborate.
Biggest example is Nate and Elena from Uncharted 4.
Sure.
But like I'm annoyed at that trope in general because I watch a lot of television where they do that too, and it just I
It's a
think that trope.
Common
Yeah.
storytelling device.
Yeah,
You-
yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Your friend really being the bad guy.
Oh fuck.
That's a really good one.
That's a really good one.
Like every Call of Duty game does it. Like, oh, he's really a traitor. Like, all right, fam. We saw this coming already.
Or fucking as soon as they introduced one of the characters in Survivor and they gave him this tragic backstory, I was like, all right, so this guy's gonna betray me.
Yes,
Yeah.
your buddy betraying you
Yeah.
over and over again.
Huh.
I really want to say I don't think this is actually my answer, but this is the first thing I thought of. I immediately think of like start going to the Life is Strange and the decision making games, and like you seem to have a lot of games that really want to touch on like mental health awareness, which I think is good. But I think a lot of times they don't really delve into that a whole lot. They just kind of like just have like an anxious character. And a lot of
Yes.
times they're just anxious for like again, I want to preface this because I know
It's
people are very-
superficial.
I know people are very sensitive to this subject. For somebody who grew up the way I did, a lot of these characters are very anxious and stressed out over things that aren't really stressful situations. You know, they're like, oh my God, my homework's not going to be done in time. Oh, I can't operate. And it's like, that's fucking stupid. You know, like there's a lot of stuff like that. But I actually don't think that's my answer because it's not a thing that I think a lot of games are doing. I think it's just like that genre of games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, like with those games, like specifically the nitpick on those type of games, they're just really heavy-handed. You know, they're very superficial. You know, I think of Life is Strange 2, like how hard they went out of their way to be like, this shop owner's racist. It's like,
Oh,
then just
yeah.
make him racist. You're trying. It's like comically bad, right?
Or the cop in the beginning, like
yeah, and
Yeah.
I think of what was that Xbox game? It was
Tell
really
me why.
good. No,
Tell me why.
no. Like was it Dusk something? I want to say
Dust
Rises.
Falls.
That was that was really good. It had a lot of shit like that too. Where it's like this cop is an asshole. It's like, but why is he an asshole? Like, I need more. You know, it's just like, no, he's an asshole because all cops are. It's like, you've never met a cop.
Yeah.
Like they're not all just assholes because they're cops. There's stuff like that that I don't like about video games that I do think is
Yes.
tropish. But actually, you know what I think my answer is? Like the evil corporation.
Yeah, that's a good one.
There's so many evil villains and evil things. It's like the company hates us, and we have to. It's like, come on, man! Like, just try a little harder. Like, you're actually
Corporate
right.
overlords.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's it for me.
I think the best corporate overlord one though is still Resident Evil, where Umbrella's just like, fuck all y'all.
Yeah, I respect it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not thinking of that game, but there's just like, so many games that are just like this faceless, an entity to blame for everything instead of a person with any sort of backstory, with any sort of motivations. I like
Oh,
to
yeah.
know my villains, like explain to me why they're happening, why they're doing the thing they're doing. It's like, oh, it's the company, and the company hates your mom and is going to take her house from her, and it's like, okay, all right, I guess we'll do that. it is. Yeah, that's getting a little
Oh,
old.
sorry. Bruce put a comment there that I want to touch on. I think yes, because they're not even closely related to each
What
other.
are we talking about? Which comment? Are we
Yeah,
talking
you
about
might want to
Ghost?
say the
So,
comment.
for example, Ghost of Yotai is supposed to release in 2025. Do we really think that Sony would release it anywhere close to GTA? Yes.
Yeah, I think they will.
Because
Yeah, I think
there's
Yotei's
no
coming.
overlap there.
Well,
Like,
one, I don't think they'll release next to each other. Well, one,
Yeah.
so like
yeah,
for one, I don't
but-
think that'll happen. But for two, Sony has been on. I won't call it a dry spell because they've had released content.
yeah.
But the content that Sony the PlayStation buyers buy PlayStations for, that content has been on a drip feed. So they need to get a game out like somewhat soon, and I think
Yeah.
GTA is that game.
Yeah, and also again, there's no overlap. The only similarity between Yotei and GTA is open world. Beyond that, like completely different styles of game.
Yeah, but
Well-
I think the problem is that people will buy people only buy one game, they're probably going to buy GTA 6.
100% they'll buy GTA, which is why here's the other thing: Sony doesn't put a lot of first party stuff out in the end of that quarter. I expect if GTA is coming to GTA 5,
It's
if
fall.
GTA 5 is coming in 2025, it's coming in October and November, I think.
Yes.
And so what makes me think Yotei will be out in like August.
Yeah,
Probably.
I was thinking the
You know,
exact
like-
same thing.
Yeah, they're not gonna.
That's
They're not
when
gonna be.
Tsushima
they're not-
launched originally.
They're not gonna be anywhere near. People will have played Yotei before.
Yeah.
5 ever comes out. In my
Yeah, I
opinion.
think
6.
6. Sorry, 6.
I think the closest thing that'll probably be close to GTA, maybe Call of Duty.
Which I wouldn't be surprised if Microsoft bumps that up a little earlier than the schedule.
Yeah. Call
The
of
only
Duty
thing that'll
probably
be
close.
near GTA is whatever Nintendo's cooking up because they literally don't give a fuck.
They don't.
Listen, GTA isn't on their console and they have a brand new console it needs to sell. So if Nintendo has a big game, they could launch it the same fucking week.
They
'Cause
might have it for a time.
They're like the only people, they look at GTA and they're like, and?
I think they have done that before.
Yeah,
I think
that's
they
the
might
only
have done
thing
it
I
before.
can see. I don't know what I think. Metroid Prime 4 is a launch game, so I think like the Switch 2 launch. If it's launching, let's say Switch 2 launches in June, I think that's when Metroid Prime 4 comes out. It comes out with it. I think they have another Mario game or something that comes out with it, and then I think they have a big fall game, and I would put it a week or 2, 3 weeks before Black Friday. So like the end of October, early November, and that'll put it around GTA 5's range.
6.
Yeah, 6.
So I keep saying that. Yeah, 6.
The only way I don't see them
I'm
launching.
I am deep into the bottle at this point. So
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's
The only way I don't see them launching a game around GTA 6 if GTA 6 is on the Switch too.
which I don't think it is because that
It's
thing's gonna
not.
explode.
yeah, no, it's not. I think Switch 2 will run a lot of modern AAA games at 30 frames a second. And it won't be. I don't
GTA.
expect it to be GTA 6.
Yeah.
No. And like I don't think 5 will be there, and like I think 5 will probably come, but like the trilogy, it will come
Later.
after
Delayed,
launch. It's
yeah.
not coming anytime soon. I'm not expecting GTA 5 launch game on Switch 2.
No.
I can't wait to. That's like one of the big reasons why I'm even considering like keeping the PlayStation 5 around is Haley will buy GTA 6.
Oh, I'm going to be in GTA day one. You know damn well
like,
I'm there.
I'm not going to be able to play it on PC until like 2028 because they fucking hate PC play. They're not going to
Well, again,
shit.
Their whole thing is
So-
they know people will double dip. They'll buy it on the console and then they'll go buy
I
it on
refuse.
PC.
I am not double dipping because I have Red Dead and I can't even play this shit on PC because my save's all fucked. So
Oh,
like I'm
God.
not even their cloud save is all like I lost 6 hours of game time and they're like, well, you can start over, and I'm like, well, you can go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
So like I mean I don't know, maybe I'll keep. I don't know, like I don't really need to get rid of it. I'm not going to get any money out of it, so I might as well keep it. Oh, also speaking of, I got this.
Oh, you got Ronin.
So
Nice.
I might give this a try. Like, yeah, I have no reason. I don't need to get rid of it. It's just I feel bad because I don't use it as much as I wish I would.
Which again, there's no harm in you keeping it, right? Like I buy games. I'm not like I know you're a majorly PC guy. You just wanted a library of games to have access to. You do.
Yeah,
So
that's a good point.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna read Kyle Pug's question last because it's on here twice anyway. So
Why is it on there twice?
Yeah. So Tyler Kopp asked, PSVG, let's play a game. You were bad all year and may not get
Let's play a game.
the game you want for Christmas. Your spouse won't buy you the game. Well, I ain't got to worry about that. I don't have no spouse. Your
I don't have
friends
no
and family
spouse
also
either.
say no. My
Damn.
friends and family, well, what? I've been a piece of shit. You can't buy the game either, so I'm broke too. How are you going to convince Santa you were good this year so he leaves it under the tree?
Like every
Look here.
woman convinces Santa, sexual favors.
Correct.
About to see Daddy kissing Santa Claus.
Goddamn right.
You go right ahead, sir. I will not be partaking.
Hey,
Look,
Haley,
look,
I need the
look.
Switch too.
look.
You know.
Look here. I am going to do the right thing and berate the shit out of Santa.
Oh,
Look at
shit,
you
you're
fat
an
piece of
shit. You're not getting
Look-
shit for Christmas.
Look at you fat piece of shit. I done lost everything this fucking year. And you tell me I can't have fucking ghost in your tie?
That's when Santa drops his bag, turns around and takes his hat off, and it's
We
the
got to fight.
Rock, and he rock bottoms Delvin's ass right through his kitchen table. He's like, and that's so you fucking remember it, okay? Listen here, Mama Cox. Okay, I came through. I tried to be a nice guy, but your son, he didn't want to listen. He had to get taught a lesson.
Me and Santa fighting that.
He takes his Christmas tree. I'm taking this so you remember. Like he fucking he starts robbing his shit, takes his shit from him,
Yes. That is appropriate.
fucking smacks his Atari off the shelf. Who even buys this piece of shit? It's Delvin with the Atari. Just oh, he's got the Atari.
I'll probably thank him for that. Thank you.
Getting your ass whipped by your own Atari is next level. That's like something else.
That is something The Rock would do.
It is something Rock would do. And that's so you remember it. You got money for Ataris. You ain't got money for video games.
Yes.
Wild.
That's good.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't really ask for games for Christmas. I just buy the games that I want. Like,
Well, he
I
said
buy
you have
everything-
no money, Haley, like you have now. You have a choice. You have
You're
to ask
broke.
Santa.
You bought a PS5 Pro. You
I
have
have-
no games to play with. It.
I have to ask Santa.
Yes.
Well, that would require me to believe, and I
You gotta
don't
believe.
So,
you gotta believe.
You don't have a
Like
choice.
Parappa the Rapper, you gotta
That's
believe.
the question.
like Pa Rappa the Rappa. Okay.
We need a new Parappa game.
We do.
Parappa 2.
2025. I don't know. I guess I'm fist fighting Santa too. Then I don't know. I got
There you
nothing.
go.
Punch. It's all in the mind. If you need to test me. Yeah, it's fucking
Like
the shit, man.
It's a shit. I like it.
Good.
All right. TPR with this depressing ass question. What is your favorite? The night is the darkest just before the what the fuck does that even mean? The night is the darkest
I get it.
just before the
Before the
dawn
dawn.
moment in
It's
gaming
when
history.
everything was bad. Everything was bad. It was over. The story was written, and then like a phoenix, some good came out of it and turned the whole ship around.
Yes.
Like the Wii U. Nintendo was dead. You need to go mobile. People were talking about going to fucking Apple, selling the company. And then we got the fucking Switch.
the night
And the
was the-
Switch showed up and reminded everybody who fucking daddy was.
Yeah.
Like they went 100% like y'all done fucked around and found out.
See, in my head, I'm thinking like the bomb was getting ready to drop over the receiver.
Oh my god.
And then PlayStations came over the sky and saved everyone.
Goodness, Delvin.
Darkest.
You're the most
darkest-
politically incorrect person I know. And that's me. Damn.
Yeah.
He made it sound like it was the worst
know
case
what?
scenario in history.
It is. I will see TBR's Wii U era, which hang on. One, I'm going to defend the Wii U era because yes, by no argument can you contend its success. But the Wii U crawled so the Switch could run. Remember that all these
That is true.
games that are selling 20, 30, 40, 60 million copies are Wii U fucking games. It's Mario Kart. It's Mario 3D Land. It's Captain Toad. These are fucking Wii U games.
That is
So
correct.
that just goes to show you that the Wii U was a great system that just nobody bought. It had great games,
That is true.
right? All they had to do was put those games on a system that people actually wanted to buy, and then it would sell like hotcakes. But I will see your situation. I will raise you one Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk was on fucking hospice. That
Yes.
shit was on its deathbed like no game I'd ever seen before. Best Buy, PlayStation, of all people, were like, if you want your money back, we'll give
You
it
can
to
have
you.
it. It's fine.
They were like, they never
Well,
give refunds.
actually,
and they
hold
were
on.
like,
Hold on. I do have to point out they were goaded into that by CD Projekt Red because CD Projekt Red was like,
They still
hey,
did it.
go
They
talk to
still did
Sony.
it.
And then
Listen,
Sony did it.
if you want a
They still did
refund
it.
for anything else, if you want a refund for Gotham Knights, Sony will tell you to go fuck yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
But Cyberpunk was so bad.
They were like, no.
PlayStation was like, fine, you can have your money back.
Yeah.
Best Buy was like, do you want to? We'll give it to you. Like, you can have
I
it.
remember
Please. They were
for a
selling
long-
it for $10. Like 3 months after it launched, they're like, for $10, you can have
for
Cyberpunk.
a long time, you can find Cyberpunk for $4 in stores.
And now it's $60. Like now,
Yeah,
if
now
you
it's
want to
full
buy
price
Cyberpunk, like
again.
the price has gone up.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
It was like
that's
$4.
fucking wild. That's crazy. That's crazy talk.
I bought Cyberpunk, traded it in, and bought it back for $4.
Crazy. Like
Yeah.
we've never seen a story, I don't think,
Yeah.
quite like it. Quite like
The
the
only-
turnaround. Not only did they turn the game, not only did they turn it into like an admirable product that people want to buy. It's literally like one of my favorite. Like I have bought statues and shit. Like the game is fucking excellent. It was just out
Wasn't ready.
24 months too soon.
Yeah. Wasn't ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, it was
I
just
will-
too early.
I will raise you No Man's Sky for Darkest
It's a good
Before the
one.
Dawn.
That's a good
Yeah.
one. I will raise you Atari almost killing the gaming industry. Like, here you go, all these bullshit bloops and plops. Almost destroying gaming in general, and Nintendo having to save us all with the NES. Thank you,
Other
Nintendo.
things that came to mind are Halo Infinite.
Okay.
People
That's a good
do.
one.
People did. I know people like the gaming industry doesn't seem to want to acknowledge it, but if you follow Xbox circles, people
turned
have
around.
come around on Infinite. Like
It
people
has.
love the multiplayer.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
are still playing it. Like it's still a pretty active base for how that game launched. That's really impressive.
Yeah.
More
Another
so
one?
than I think of something like a Starfield or something. Like that's pretty impressive.
I'll give you another one. PS3. The beginning of the PS3.
Console in general, that's pretty good.
When they started off, boy, that was looking rough. Go get a second job. Hey, go suck a dick. Doing that for your system. I'll go buy 3 Xboxes. I'll give a fuck if these shits break.
That's true.
Then buy one of your systems.
I mean, hey, that was me.
That was me.
In 2000, it was the year I graduated. So it's 05, 06. I bought a Wii. I bought 2 Wiis. It was my first ever credit card. My uncle got me my first ever credit card. I bought 2 Wiis. He thought it was crazy, and there was such a hype for the Wii. I was like, no, listen. I was like, I'll buy 2 of them, and I'm going to sell one at double the price and pay off my credit card.
Yes, that's
And then I bought a 360. And my 360, I was actually really lucky. I only ever had one red ring. One. And I had the warranty. So I literally walked into GameStop. And if you have a warranty, the GameStop warranty, I don't know if they still do this, but if you have a GameStop
do.
warranty, they will literally just give you a brand new system up there.
Correct.
Yep.
They just reach
The
behind and like, here you go.
Yeah.
The problem with so they do still do that, but the problem with that warranty is the price is now dependent on the console as opposed to being a set GameStop price. So for example,
really?
warranty on the Pro is $250. I'm not fucking paying that on top of the $1,100 price.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
crazy. Yeah, no. I walked in because here's what I remember. Here's the reason why I remember this.
Yeah.
I walked in and I was like, my console red ring. And they were like, okay. They were like, here, there was like a bundle. They were like, this is the only 360 we have. So they literally upgraded my I had more storage, had included, they're like, here, you have it. They're like, because it's the only one we can give you. We can't give you the one you have. So you
Have a
just
nice
get
day.
this better one for free. I was like, that's fucking wild. They're like, here you go. And that's the only one I had. And the reason that one, it was exclusives. It was exclusive at the time. It was also Fable. So I'm not going to say it was completely the 360. But a big reason why I went Xbox in that regard was the PlayStation 3 just seemed astronomical at it. I was like, why would I buy that?
Exactly.
Like, it's so much more expensive. Like, I'll just get this instead. Plus, it had Gears of War and stuff, so yeah, I can feel you there. That's actually a really good answer because there were years that went by after the PS3. Like I didn't even think of PlayStation 3 until like I want to say like 2010.
Yeah.
Like they had to have like revisions and the price had to come down and like get some like it took years of them getting some games out and stuff. And I was like, maybe I should get a PS3. Like it was like 5 years into the PS3's life cycle.
I didn't get a PS3 until Infamous 1 came out.
Yeah, I was even after that. Yeah. I'm talking, I think it was like post Journey. Like maybe it was like, no, I'll tell you exactly when it was. I don't know exactly. I can't tell you the date. Maybe you guys could probably tell me the date. It was after I saw The Last of Us at E3.
Oh, that would have been like 2011.
It was like the first time they showed The Last of Us.
Yeah, that would have been like 2011,
saw it E3, 2012. And I was like, I have to play that fucking game. And I think I got a PS3 like that fall. And like The Last of Us still hadn't come out. Like I bought it before it even. I was like, I just got to get a PS3 for that game.
Same way you did with Astrobot.
So yeah, so it was a long time. I'm talking like years after it launched. Like I went years without even like when I tell you without even like it wasn't even a thought in my like without even considering it. Wasn't even in the stratosphere. I wasn't even thinking about it. So that's a good answer because it did get me around, and not only did it get me around, it kept me around for a while. Yeah. Like I changed my whole behavior after playing The Last of Us and Journey, and I got like Uncharted for free on PlayStation Plus. Like after kind of getting in, I was like, "Oh, this shit is dope." I bought a PS4. Like out of the gate, I switched consoles to buy a PS4. Like I think a lot of people. And then it just took like a decade for me to like I'm starting to fall back in old habits. I'm like, I don't really need this thing. They're like, we've got Ghost YouTube. I'm like, I'm good.
Well, you didn't like Ghost to begin with, so
it's not that. No, I like Ghost. I think Ghost is cool. I don't think it's no Valhalla by any means. It's okay. I think it's gorgeous, beautiful game. I'm just not all into the samurai stuff.
Yeah, that's fair.
I bought Ronin for Jack. He wanted it, and I needed a free game to add to the GameStop thing. So I was like, "We'll get this and we'll try it."
Makes sense.
All right.
Jack loves Tsushima.
Great, fantastic game.
Yeah, he loves it.
All right.
Well, you know he'll have access to Yotai, so
will he though?
Yes, because I will buy it.
PS5's gonna be gone.
But yeah, but like,
will the console
will
be
he
gone?
though?
Yeah.
Will he
Yeah,
though?
that's fair. Will the console be gone?
Maybe I'll get a portal and just sync it to Haley's PlayStation.
That might
I don't
work.
think you can.
I honestly think that might be the best path for me.
I don't know that you can do that from Georgia.
We'll
Why
figure
not?
it out.
Well, yeah, it's not that hard. I'll sync it to Delvin's.
That'll work too.
Nobody's using that one. Like somebody.
That is very accurate. Very accurate. All right. Our final question, the last question of 2024, and it's appropriate, from Kyle the fucking Pug.
Fuck you, Kyle the Pug.
Thank you.
Fuck you, Solo.
What are your top 3 favorite PSVG recording moments of 2024?
I'm too drunk to answer.
I have one. I thought I was looking up some just now.
Oh, good, because I was like, I don't remember. Like, you
one that came to my mind was, who the fuck is Frank Stone?
Oh, that's a good one. Who the fuck is Frank Stone? What was that? Hang on, I can recreate that one from memory. It was you were like, it's the casting of Frank Stone or whatever?
That is correct.
And I was like, yes. Like the name of the game should be Dead by Daylight. Who the fuck is Frank Stone?
Yes.
Nobody knows who the fuck Frank like it's like putting an NPC on the box. Like who the fuck is this? That's a good one. I'm glad he found it. That's a good one.
Like I said, I think my favorite recording moments are you cutting me off when talking about orange Kool-Aid.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I mean that's just
that
is what it is.
Yeah, and the
better than Green Lantern or whatever. Fucking green flashlight, green arrow, green whatever, green something green.
You riveted me about, by the way. Yeah, you riveted me about my fan.
Yes,
wow. Turn that fan on. I'm not the only one riveting. The whole internet will turn on. Turn your fan on. Let everybody hear that fucking. Fucking like a damn diseased lawnmower. Listen to this fucking thing. Do you hear
Sound
that
like
thing?
the fucking cat.
Fucking word up, Jesus. Bruce says, "Are there any sober PSVG moments? Not on this side of the camera."
No, I'm the only one who's sober.
I
Usually.
literally went to the. I went
hold
to
on.
the
I
bottle
am
shop.
sober too.
I went to the bottle shop today. The only reason was to have something to drink on the podcast. This is like my night to drink and cut up. So.
Yeah.
Like, I have alcohol in there. I have not had any in
Like
a
some
month and a
people,
half.
like I think like people before me, like previous generations, like they went to the bar to talk and hang out with people. This is my bar. Like this is
Yeah.
a PSVG is I'm going to the bar to hang out and talk with my friends. So yeah. To me, I can't. This podcast I drink. I don't
And
do
then
them
my
Shaq.
apps-
You know it's a problem if I ever pull up with a fucking bottle of rum on Shaq. Fucking 11 o'clock in the morning. It's like, okay, Donnie, we need to have a talk.
I think my other one I said was did the cat finally?
It did when
die?
Haley turned on that fucking fan. That cat is done.
I want to say anytime Delvin lost his shit trying to tell a joke.
Yeah, that's always fun.
Yeah.
There's a moment where I'm drinking the cup. I think I was drinking soda, a coffee, and the camera just hangs on me awkwardly for like 30 seconds while I drinks it. And I'm trying to chug it up.
What about the Delvin the drinking game? Did you catch that one?
Yes, that was a good one too.
I will tell you this.
I will tell you this. Time to take another shot.
Take a shot every time Delvin says, "I will tell you this." You're dead in like 10 minutes.
Yes,
that's very good.
That was a good one. JV coming in and his internet
It's
just
hard
completely
because
dying.
he does so many more clips for Shaq.
Yeah, Counterpunk, you're fucking up. You need to do more clips for PSVG. That's your.
This clip is from June. Let's see.
That is your New Year's resolution, Counterpunk.
No, that one's not that funny.
Oh.
Yeah. There's a lot of fun moments that we've had that I think of. But when I think of the moments that we have, man, I think of things like one of the fun moments we've had this year was
Here's a clip from Kyle marked 7/24/2024 with lovely Haley on the show, where she said something about "you're gonna love my nuts," and I was like, "What the?" I was like, "Is that D's nuts in Canada? Like, is that?" Because that sounds like the shit I've talked about with Sean. Like every time Sean explains to me the Canadian equivalent of a store or a euphemism, it sounds like that. Like we say D's nuts. And Canada would totally say, like, "You're gonna love my nuts." That's totally check that.
That's correct.
I think my favorite part is you were like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Have you not heard of Slapshot?"
Nobody has.
No, we have.
Nobody
no
has.
one had. No one had.
Canada's wild. I gotta get to Canada. I feel like I would walk around in awe. Like you just take me to a mall, and I would just walk around mesmerized by their corporate establishment. Like, there's no way they called this shit this. But they do. They do in Canada. That's exactly what they do.
Yeah.
It's a very on the nose people. It's a very definitive, like definition based culture.
Like
they tell you exactly what the store is. They're like fucking Much Music. Like, what the fuck? Who calls the store that? Canadians do. That's exactly what they do.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Oh, it's the best. Oh, I've had so many jokes with Sean about that over the years. It's so funny. And it never ends. That's the other, that's been a Sweet Hangs joke for like 5 years. And we'll get on another episode and he'll be like, "I went to the nut and bolt mechanic." I'm like, "What the fuck
is that's very accurate.
Yeah, and it is accurate. Like it is. It's like whatever it is, whatever they sell or do, that's the name of the store.
Canada
or the name of the store. Or what's their DoorDash? Do you know what their DoorDash is called, Dylan?
Skip the dishes.
Skip the dishes.
Yeah,
that can't be fucking real.
It is.
I'm not even kidding.
Their whole country is like a quip, like the whole thing.
Hey, Delvin, right there in the middle.
Yeah,
it's skip the dishes.
Skip the dishes.
Skip the dishes. We got DoorDash. They're like skip the dishes.
Hold on. So we do actually have DoorDash and Uber Eats, but Skip is the most popular one here, and it's
hang on. Don't answer, Haley. Delvin, do you know what they call Craigslist in Canada?
Oh, what do they call Craigslist?
Haley,
He's never.
tell Delvin what you guys call Craigslist.
Craigslist in Canada is called Kijiji.
The fuck is that? The fuck is a Kijiji?
Nobody knows.
It's,
Who is Kijiji?
It's the app in the corner there.
That sounds like a black chick I dated in college.
It does.
Yo.
It does.
You still
Ain't that
fucking
some
with
Tampa
Kijiji,
Bay
Delvin?
energy? Fucking Kijiji.
You still fucking
I know
with Kijiji, Delvin?
Kijiji and her aunt. Like,
That bitch makes some good grits.
I'm telling you, I've had so many stories of over and over. It's wild up there.
Like
Just bizarre world.
our app for buying movie tickets is called Adam.
Adam.
I'm telling you, like I always in my
Why
head,
the fucking damn still awoke?
in my head, Canada is like very alike America. It's like America's cousin or brother, right?
Yes.
And then you hear these stories. I'm like, well, there's nothing like that. Like,
No.
I feel like I would have maybe a more foreign experience going to Canada than like France or
Yes.
England. Like it's weird. Like something's weird up there. Something got mixed up.
Yes.
Like they do shit differently in Canada. Trust me.
Canada is our version of the cabin in the woods. Like,
It's
just
something else, man.
like you just go there. You're like, everything looks
Kijiji.
fine. And it's just weird.
Yeah. Everything's off. Everything's
Just
30
off.
degrees off of where it should be. There's a slant on everything up there.
Yes.
Hey, casual reminder: one of our grocery stores is called Metro.
Oh my God.
Tell them all of the grocery stores. I did this with
That-
Sean too.
I'm quite
Oh,
sure
hang on,
one
hang on.
call.
Before you do this, Delvin, they have
yes.
their own Canadian Football League. You know that, right?
Yes.
Do you know that they have two teams that have the same fucking name
What?
Oh yeah,
in their
Yep.
cup and their football? And guess what? Their football league only has like 11 teams,
yes.
and two of the
Yep.
teams have the same name. The
What?
same name.
yeah,
How is that possible?
It'd be like if we had two Patriots, two Celtics. You know,
Yes.
like the East and the West Coast Lakers.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
Who thought that was a good
And
idea?
it's not like college football where you have 100 of them. There's only 11.
yeah.
Out of 11 teams, two of them were like, nah, we want that name though.
All right. So Donnie asked me to name grocery stores. So we have Zehrs, we have Real Canadian Superstore,
That's
we
it.
have
What?
The real Canadian
Real Canadian
Superstore.
As opposed to the fake one?
I got
That's
nothing,
what I
dude.
said to Sean. I was like, as opposed to what? Is there like an imposter Canadian
Yeah,
Superstore?
I don't know. Okay, then we have then we have Zehrs, Metro, Freshco, No Frills,
Freshco. No
uh,
frills.
Sobeys.
No, hang on. No frills.
Yes.
Boy,
The no frills grocery
that
store.
is literally telling you what it is.
I feel like they just throw food on the floor and you just
Just grab it off grab it off the ground.
Yeah. Then we've got Safeway. We've got
heard of Safeway.
Freshco. We have the No Name store.
No,
This is new,
terrible.
by the way. This is a new store that
This is
just
terrible.
opened. No Name.
This is terrible.
Which, by the way, all these grocery stores.
Bruce thought the
all-
wrestling was bad.
Yes.
Okay,
See?
all these grocery stores owned by 3 companies. Just it. That's it. Like 3
They have
parent
multiple
companies
companies
own
that they
all of
name.
these.
That's why they call the shit no name. Like we
Fresh
run out of
Co.
names. Just call it no name. Fuck it. We don't give a fuck.
No frills. Oh, so they had much music and then they made a much more music.
Yep.
Delvin.
He's
I'm
not.
being
He's not kidding.
This
He's
is
being
not
100% serious.
Much
That is an actual
more
music
music.
channel. Yeah.
much more music.
Boy.
Do you remember if
Also-
we had a Walmart and a more Walmart?
I am coming to terms.
If we named all Sam clubs more Walmart.
Speaking of Walmart, do you guys have Treasure Hunt?
What?
No.
Okay, so
I
Treasure
can answer
Hunt
that for you
is
right
where-
now. No, we don't.
Treasure hunt.
Treasure Hunt is where Walmart sends all their defective product,
Oh
and you
shit.
can just buy
We
it.
send our broke shit to Canada. I don't think we don't have an outlet Walmart. Like we don't have
No, we don't.
like
Walmart is our outlet.
yeah, we don't
That's
have
where
a,
That's
have
where
a-
the poor people go
we
at.
don't have a Walmart B-sides.
Yes.
Speaking
Walmart.
of poor people at Walmart, the other day when I went to Walmart, it was last week or 2 weeks ago when I bought that Christmas tree. I parked next to a $110,000 McLaren.
Whew.
What the fuck?
Just at my Walmart.
Why is that at
Like,
Walmart?
I'm telling you, the economy's
He
not
must
good,
have been.
man.
He must have been the
Like,
owner.
The economy is not great. We got
Okay, hold
folks
on,
rolled
hold
up to
on.
the Walmart.
Smoking Joe, we're building a wall on the wrong border. Yeah, but is it even gonna be a border based on what the fuck
to
he
be
said the
fair.
other day?
To be fair, are we building a wall?
No.
We're building a corner.
We've got concepts of a wall.
We have concepts of a wall,
It's more like a tall fence.
like a fence.
Yeah.
Maybe a gate.
Also, I still can't believe he literally went to the Prime Minister of Canada and was like, "Yeah, if we break your economy, I'm just gonna annex you and make you the 51st state." Bro,
I mean-
what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, that is like some American elitism. But I actually think in this regard, I would love to know the power of the Canadian military. Like, how good are they?
It's not good. It's
Right,
not
like
good.
I was like I think most Americans are like we think probably incorrectly, but like the American exceptionalism thing, we're like we probably think we could take Canada like with just Alaska. Like we think like we could just use Alaska folks and like just take Canada. We're like, okay, Queen, King, whoever's over there, we're gonna take Canada now. Like
Because we have enough guns just in Alaska.
Just in Alaska. We're
Which
like,
is probably true. We might have enough guns just in Alaska.
We got this. We got this.
There are a lot of guns in Alaska.
Maybe North Dakota. Like
Yes.
2 states. Like we think we can rally 2 states and take Canada. At least a significant portion of it, right?
Yeah.
Like half. We can get like half of Canada.
Because we have a lot of guns.
Right. Way more than they've got, for sure.
Yeah, way more.
Way more. And I
Way
actually
more than we
don't-
need.
I didn't even think they'd fight over it. They'd be like, that's fine.
Yeah.
They're like, we're not gonna
We'll give your stores better names.
we're not gonna fight over it. We don't like here's the thing. I actually feel like I'd be the same way. Damn country comes
What?
rolling and be like, that's cool. Like whatever you guys gotta do. I'm not trying to do all this.
Can I just sit here and still play my games and enjoy
Right.
my life?
Like look, I have a podcast, right? Like you're not gonna fuck with that schedule, right?
Yeah.
We're good?
Well,
Okay. Do whatever you gotta do. You can't be any worse than the other folks that are doing it now. Like you might as well.
Oh man, I don't know, man. You can be the 51st state and you can be the governor, bro. What the fuck are you doing?
51st state.
He's the guy. He's gonna tariff. He's gonna
Fifty-
get
Oh
First
my
state.
god.
I was
How about
arguing with
making
my uncle about this earlier. You know, my uncle's big Trumper, semi-racist guy, old school.
I appreciate he's semi-racist.
Yeah, he's not solely
You
racist.
just
but he's
ask him what
semi-racist.
races he like.
And
like, where's your line at?
oh, I know where his line is. And he was just like he was essentially telling me earlier. He was like, "Well, tired of everybody getting a check." He said I know you like this America where everybody gets a check, and I was like, "You act like it's a welfare state." He goes, "It is," and he's like, "And we're paying for it." And I was like, "Again, the problem. That's the problem." And he goes, "What's the problem?" I was like, "The problem is that we're paying for it instead of the people that should be paying for it. The problem isn't that it's happening. The problem is who's paying for it. That's the problem. You're not." I was like, "Aren't you on Medicare?" He was like, well, I was like, you're on the welfare state.
That's the welfare.
Like, that's
We're
how
paying
that
for you.
he's like, I paid into it. I'm like, yeah, we all do. That's the problem.
Yes.
It's like you're missing the point. You're mad that you're getting taxed. I am also mad that you're getting taxed for
Yes.
it. You think we're against each other? We're on the same team.
Yeah.
They're the ones doing this to us.
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
more than ever, I think that hit home with him. He was
Yeah.
like, "Oh shit!"
I think
people-
my favorite thing is the people being like, "Oh, don't touch, like get rid of Obamacare, but don't touch the ACA." That's the same fucking thing.
Oh, they're gonna
And
cut.
then the-
They're gonna cut my father-in-law. I've talked about it a long time
Yeah.
now. He is one of those folks. He definitely voted that way.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: he's like the head of the state of Georgia's like American Legion. He works with all these veterans. And then as soon as they come into power, they're like, "We're about to cut the VA in half." I was like, "Of course
Yeah.
they fucking are.
Yeah,
You voted
Yeah.
for these people."
You voted for this.
yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what did you expect? They
and then
told
the
you
other-
they were going to cut spending.
The
You
other
think
thing
they
is
weren't
the
talking
rise
about
in-
y'all?
Your job? Yeah, they were talking about you.
The rise in Googling of what is a tariff
Yeah.
after the election, like fucking, oh my god.
Oh.
The tariff thing is like we've talked about quite a bit on
Too
Check.
much.
I think the Nintendo people, I think, are somewhat upset. It's like kind of in the water. They're scared.
Yeah.
The tariff thing, they did tariffs on Canada, and then Canada did tariffs on America, and then nobody really got anything. And here's the thing: there were so many exceptions and things that I don't know how it is in Canada. Haley, you can definitely give me your experience on the ground there, but like here, I don't think anybody really noticed. The only people here that really noticed was oddly like the bourbon industry. As we bring in a shit ton of Canadian whiskey, and like those people noticed, they were like, "Whoa, why is my bottle of liquor $10 more?" Like,
let the bottle of bourbon I have in my kitchen. Do you want to know how much it costs me to replace that? $60.
Wow, that's a nice bottle.
Is
it Canadian?
No, it's an American whiskey.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
It's
because I was thinking you were about to tell me you were drinking like Canadian Club and it was like $2.50. I was like, that's
40 Creek
awesome.
or something like that. No, yeah,
it's like that's the shit. I need to move to Canada.
So
what's your liquor stores called?
LCBO.
What? Like El Diablo, like Spanish, or like the letters?
Okay, so in Ontario, the liquor store is called LCBO.
Like ELCBO or like L, like the letters?
Like letter L,
okay.
CBO, and we have the beer store, and that's it.
LCBO Wine and
the
Spirits.
beer
Is
store.
that liquor
control board of Ontario?
Liquor control board. See, I'm telling you, they're so on the liquor. They didn't think of like let's rename it as something catchy. They literally call shit what it is. Like,
and then we have the beer store, which
Americans
is just beer store.
That's what it's called. Beer store.
The beer store.
Americans are so extra. We're like, let's give it a fancy name, and like we'll call it like we'll remove all the I's and replace them with Y's, and we'll have like a logo and shit. We're so extra in America. Canada's like, what is it? The liquor control, like that's the store. Liquor
LCBO,
control board of Canada.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah. I don't know what the liquor store is called in other provinces. I just know what it's called here, but it's straight up just the LCBO and the beer store.
We just call it the package store.
We've learned
Corner Mart
tonight that Canada just has no swagger.
It really like it is like the toast of countries.
It is the brand of the world.
Like that's the funny. I actually love it. They're just to the point. It's a no nonsense people.
Yeah.
They're like, what? It's no frills. There's no frills here. There's nothing you got. Don't get excited. It's the no frills grocery store.
Yeah.
Here's one for you.
Like
we don't have a Dollar General. We have Dollarama and Dollar Tree. That's it.
That's them getting out of there. Dollarama. That's them acting out. They're like, yo, let's try that American thing up here. Dollarama.
Trying the old switcheroo.
You know, some Florida fuck came up to Canada and was like, I got a store for you.
Yeah.
We're gonna call it the Dollarama.
And they're like, whoa, you get a little
I'm not believing for a minute that a Canadian came up with that.
No, not at
Probably not.
Nope.
Some guy from Florida who did a lot of switcheroos in his life.
Not the switcheroo. Don't do that again.
Another classic PSVG moment.
There's a classic switch moment. That wasn't PSVG.
Yeah.
Haley, do you know the switcheroo?
Yes.
No.
Delvin claimed that the switch would be called the switcheroo, and that some way it might be equated to getting a hand job.
Yes, pretty much. Because someone said they should call
he
it
equated switcheroo to a reach around.
Yeah.
And then somehow made the connection that's what you might get at a GameStop somehow.
Probably.
There's something wrong with this man.
That guy in GameStop like, you want the old switcheroo?
Ooh, speaking of the switcheroo, Haley, what does Canada call strip clubs?
The store where they take off their clothes.
It's not like the Naked Pelt or something, is it?
No. So the strip club in town, I think it closed, but it was called Private Eyes.
Like the song? Private Eyes watching you. I like it.
Like it was called Private Eyes.
I need to look this up. Canadian strip club.
The town I'm in, by the way, St. Catharines.
Okay. Hey man, I'm not gonna
there's
some Canadian women that are fucking
Trish Stratus.
Good stuff. Yeah, like
she's a baddie.
They do good
Trish
work
Stratus
up there.
is fine. They make some good looking women up there.
Oh,
Not gonna lie.
we have a bar locally called the Moose and Goose.
This
Like
is
that?
called Mints Adult Entertainment.
Okay.
Oh boy, yeah.
I'll go to some mints. Did it give you mints?
This one's called Stock Bar.
Yeah. Get those switcheroo in that stock bar.
Here you go, Delvin. This one's called Playmate.
Okay.
Like
It's a
I'm
good
telling
name.
you, they're just a very. Oh, here's this very on brand. This is in hang on, where is this? I need to click on it. This is in North Bay.
Yes. Yep. North
It's
Bay,
called
yep.
Adult Entertainment.
Is it actually?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what the name
What
of
did
the
you
club is
What did
called.
you Google? What did you Google?
Oh, Delvin. All right, hang on. Here's this one. I googled Canadian strip clubs. All right, this
Okay.
is in Mississauga.
Mississauga.
Delvin, it's called the Airport Strip Club. It's just it's the airport strip club.
Wow.
Like this one. It's by the
The
airport.
one in the airport.
Is the
Yeah.
airport strip club.
Can't get confused.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, the
Yeah.
shit is so on brand. Like it's
I
very
imagine
to the point people.
I imagine Canada has a massage parlor there just called hand jobs. It's just not even gonna try to hide it.
Actually, so we
Rub
have
downs.
we have a barbershop in
Happy
town
endings.
called Tootsie's Tune Up and Maintenance. And they do men's
What?
haircut and pedicures.
Oh, they doing something.
Yeah,
Tug around.
they do some maintenance. All right.
Yeah. Like you know,
Looking
oil
up
change,
Canadian
son.
strip clubs was something I did not have on the bingo card.
Looking up Canadian strip clubs was not on the bingo card.
Oh wow, this one is in Ontario, Brampton,
Yep.
Ontario. This
Ontario.
is called. This is the club. Delvin, you ready to go to this finer men's establishment?
Okay.
Exotic Dancers. It's the name of the business. They got a website and everything.
Exotic dancers. They're not even. They're like, all right, here you go.
It just is what it is. It just is what it is. Like
You can't even
we
like
get it.
lie to your spouse telling you went somewhere else. Where did you go? I went to Exotic Dancers.
It's Exotic Dancers. You know.
Oh. What a wild turn of events.
Yeah.
You know, just went down and got lunch at the airport strip club.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. One of our hardware stores is Home Hardware.
Home hardware.
Don't get
Yes.
confused with commercial hardware.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Different hardware stores. They got different stuff.
Imagine they have a store that just says nails and it just sells nails.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Saw blades. Like
Yeah.
we are. I kind of love it. Like
Yeah.
I'm jealous. We are so extra. I'll be driving by and be like, "What is that?" Like we drive by and it's just like Ashley's. Like, what the fuck does Ashley sell? I don't know.
No, we have Ashley's furniture here.
Okay. What are your
Yeah.
other furniture stores?
IKEA.
And
They've got to
couches.
have like some shit that's like Mabel furniture,
Couches.
right?
Hold on.
In
No, we
tables.
don't have. No,
In
a
tables.
lot of
It's a
that's.
corner, Delvin. It's a corner store in the strip. In tables.
Oh my God. Okay, I genuinely only know of IKEA and like Walmart and places that sell that stuff.
Yes,
like,
because Haley doesn't
generally.
buy furniture.
we do have
Never bought
Temperments though.
furniture, which
Yeah.
is exactly right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh shit, Delvin! I typed in Canadian furniture. Listen, Canadian furniture is the name of the store. It's one word. Delvin, listen. The next name is Canadian furniture. It's 2 words. There is a 1-word Canadian furniture and a 2.
Oh my God.
And then listen, as Haley said, home furniture. There's a Canadian commercial furniture.
Oh my God. Boy.
Ah, you can't. Oh, the sofa company.
Okay. Yeah.
You can't make it up. Like it literally is what it is. They sell the damn thing is named exactly what they sell.
I think we also have the mattress company. I won't lie to you.
Oh my God.
I rest my case. I love it. I love it. Like, are Europeans the same way? Is this just
I
like
don't
how
know.
the rest of the is this just? Are we confused because we're dumb Americans that like made up our own
Yeah.
measurement system and shit?
Do we have any?
It's got to
do
be,
we-
right?
I think, do we have any Europeans in our Discord? We need to ask one of them.
You have one. Well,
Yeah,
hold on.
BMOX,
You
yeah,
also
that's
have
good.
one for sure, but they're not active. They're just in the server for the emotes.
Who?
That's cool.
My
Want
friend
to call them
Christy.
out?
They live
Christy?
in Sweden. Don't call them out. They're not gonna hear it, and don't
Okay.
ping them either.
Damn it, Chrissy. Get your shit together.
Chrissy.
Listen to the show.
Come on, Chrissy.
Come on.
Yes.
Jesus.
Chrissy. Chrissy.
Podcast outlet. Like what would be our Canadian name? Video game audio?
Yes.
Like,
Probably. I mean, literally, like my local radio. Can we not apply a
No.
slur to Canadians? Can we not?
Probably not. This might not be the time. 2025 might not
is
be
there
the
a
year.
slur we can apply to?
The 2025 might not be the year we should be doing this. Just saying. With all the
we
things
not?
going on in this climate, we
Yeah,
can't
no.
We not?
You listen, Bruce. You need an emotional support Canadian.
Yes.
Like I have Sean, Delvin's got Haley. Everybody needs an emotional support Canadian you can hold on
Yes.
to.
Yes.
Like
Asking Canadians what are good slurs for Canadian people. I mean, hang on. The chat asks
All
hoser.
the,
Hoser, yeah, I've heard that. Hoser.
Oh yeah.
Listen here, you hoser.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like even their name calling is like cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like pet names for each other. Listen here, you hoser. You hoser.
Oh my god.
They're not good at this type of stuff.
Snowbacks.
Nope. Don't use that one.
Why not?
Because it's racist. Like it's
Oh,
incredibly
that is?
racist.
Why is it
Yeah.
racist?
Because it's directed at the Iroquois.
Oh,
Like,
Oh,
Native
that's
Amer-
not cool. Yeah, that's not
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
thought it was directed at white people. So that's not
No. No.
and
It's,
white
it's
people are perfectly
absolute-
fine.
It's directed at people who live up in none of it. Like it's directed at like the indigenous people up there.
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
use
don't
that
do
one.
For
Yeah.
French Canadian, I'm just going to Reddit. For French Canadians, they call them Pepsi.
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 Like the drink?
What? I
Yeah,
haven't
it's-
heard that one.
It says Pepsi.
You
Okay.
fucking Pepsi.
And
I wouldn't be
Haley's,
mad at that.
to
Like
Haley's
Pepsi.
point here, it says for English Canadians, the 51st stater. Listen. This was
Yo.
posted on a Reddit 9 years ago.
Okay, hold on. Actually, there is truth to that. Did you know that where I'm living right now was originally supposed to be part of the U.S.? Like the
Sounds
area
right.
I'm in, like below everything.
You're just
Toronto
you're
and
just-
below was
you're
supposed
just
to be
in
U.S.
Upper Michigan.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We'll have it in 2025.
Yeah.
Oh boy, yeah.
Listen, it's coming soon, all right?
Yeah,
You'll
I
be
know.
Brush
American
up on those-
citizen. You'll be American citizen soon enough.
You need to brush up on George Washington and those stars. Get that anthem down. All right.
You'll
It's
be
coming
American citizen
soon.
soon enough. Just don't worry about it.
Guess what? It's great.
North Mexico.
You know what?
It's great.
You know
You're gonna
what?
love it.
I can see them calling us that. I can see.
This person 8 years ago wrote caker.
I've heard that before. I've heard
First
that
to
before.
white English speaking Canadians specifically, though.
I want to say I heard that on the Kevin
Listen
Smith
here, you
movie.
caker.
I want to say it's the Kevin Smith movie. I heard that. It's Yoga Hoses.
I have no idea. Caker is a
I've heard that
knucklehead.
before.
A knucklehead.
I've heard that before too. I've definitely heard that one too.
Yeah. Syrup sucker. Look
No,
how
that's-
beautiful these names
Sure.
are. Like we really mean to each other.
Look,
Canadians
look
like,
here.
listen here, you syrup sucker.
Look here. Sam Sucker sound like someone I want
What
to
are you
talk to.
talking about? You lit liquor.
You Sam Sucker. All right. You can holler at me.
Hey man, I like that damn purple drink. Get on my business. Mind your business.
Yeah.
Timbit.
That's literally just a tiny donut. Like
A
That's-
Timbit.
that's
A
that's
Timbit.
that. A
Is that what you
Timbit
guys
is-
call a donut hole? You call it a Timbit?
I don't know what. Well, so look, we have actual donuts, and then like the little
The
balls.
holes that come out of the donut hole, like the piece you take out of the
The little
donut.
Okay,
to make
I
the
want you
ring.
to Google a Timbit right now because I don't think it's what you're talking about.
I think she's talking about a actual tiny donut.
Yeah, it's
Dude,
literally
it's a
just like
donut
a
hole.
ball.
It's
Is
a
it?
donut
I don't
hole.
know.
Yeah, those are donut holes.
They call them
Okay,
10 bits.
Yeah.
Those
It's
are
a
donut
10
holes.
bit. It's a 10 bit of donut.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
Wow.
donut hole.
We actually call that what it is. That's
A
where
donut hole.
we are the Canadians of donuts.
Yes.
It's a donut hole. We have donuts and donut holes.
You gave it a name. You called it
What do
Tim.
you guys call donuts?
Tim?
Donuts.
Tim
All right,
Full?
so they have donuts and then Timbits. That's some red.
Sense?
I'm not gonna lie to you. That's some rednecks. That's some south. That's like
Yeah.
some southern shit.
That is.
Let me get a
Okay.
box of them Timbits. Like I can see that shit. Like I can
Actually-
see that here.
My favorite thing is that happens like 90% of the day at Tim Hortons. It's literally like,
Oh, that's why. That makes sense
Yeah.
now.
well, it's Tim Hortons. Yes.
That makes sense now. That's like how we call everything Q-tips. Even that's
Even
the
though-
brand name.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I get it. Yeah, like everything was a Nintendo.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
Because
Well,
like
that's fun.
we don't like
Who doesn't
we
love
have
a good Canadilla dunk?
Correct.
I mean, they can't
We,
dunk
uh,
themselves, so like we gotta.
we have
Yeah.
Starbucks here, but we don't have like Dunkin' or I can't think of the other one right now. But like we don't have those, right? So
Go to the Google Canadian coffee shops.
Coffee.
Yeah.
This
It's
name's
my
coffee.
favorite fucking game.
It's coffee.
It's like
Yeah.
I need like a Canadian flashcards. Like this
Okay.
is the best thing. Canada coffee.
Yeah, I do it.
like
Coffee.
Listen, Canada's finest coffee.
Okay. That's the better coffee.
That's better than that's more coffee.
there's a store in town called Fine Grind.
Canadian bacon.
What, you sure that's a coffee shop?
Fine Grind, yes.
Mhm.
The Coffee Bureau.
Okay.
Okay.
That's like the FBI of coffee.
Canadian Roasting Supply.
Okay.
Haley, have you ever gone to Coffee Island?
No,
No.
can't say I have.
Oh, here's one. The Purple Penguin Cafe.
Okay, that's a
Yeah.
good name.
Now we're talking. Like now we're
That's
home.
a good name. That's a good name.
So in town we have Fine Grind, Mai Tai Cafe.
Mai Tai.
Yeah, but not
They serve
not,
drinks?
not the drink. Like
Ooh.
Wait,
MAHTAY.
hang on. You have a Mai Tai coffee that doesn't serve Mai Tais.
No. Yes.
Correct. It's a cafe.
Boo.
And you're acting like that's a normal thing. You're like,
That's not
that
normal.
makes
Because
sense.
it's not spelt like the drink.
But
It's
called
spelled.
the drink. It's called a Mai Tai.
I'm
There's
pronouncing
only
it
one
that
Mai
way.
Tai. There's not multiple Mai Tais.
Okay, but I don't. I'm saying I don't actually know how it's pronounced because I'm the only one that I've heard to say the name for it out loud. It's spelled MAHTAY.
That's Mate.
Okay. Well,
There you go. Mate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mate coffee.
it's
Close
Mate
enough.
Cafe. Yes. Whatever.
Mate Cafe.
Yeah. We also have, like I said, Fine Grind. We've got Starbucks. We've got Tim Hortons. I can't think of anything else really.
Canadian coffee.
Mm.
Canadian finer coffee.
If I go to a place called
But I don't have
I'm
any
not
Coffee
looking for
supply.
coffee.
If you go to a place called Fine Grind, what, Delvin?
I'm not looking for no coffee.
Oh.
That's we call that a strip club.
Actually,
Yes.
we have one of our marijuana, one of our
Yes.
cannabis dispensaries is literally called The Spot, like 420, The Spot.
Okay. Not bad. Fine Grounds to change their business model. That'll work.
I think
I
I need to get let loose in Canada and just like walk
we
around.
we have a pizza
You would see
shop
the
called
wonderment
Rar
in my
22
eyes.
Pizza.
I would just be like, it'd be like a Willy Wonka experience.
I like
I'd
how
be
the
so-
last 45 minutes has been us ragging on Canada.
Like I would just
Yeah.
walk into random shop owners and be like, "Why did you name this way?
Did you think this is going to bring people in?
Do
Did
you have a
it work?
logo? Like what have you done?"
Fuck.
That's
so
enough. That's enough of this. We've done this
We made it.
bit. To
We
death.
made it. We survived.
You're welcome, Sean.
Yes. I think that'll do it for us then. We
I'm
finished.
surprised Sean didn't hear his ears ringing.
Oh, I think he's done with me after my day on.
Don't worry. Pretty soon he'll be part of America too.
Oh.
We'll all be one people.
Yeah, one.
And then our
people.
suffering will be your suffering.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can share
great!
with
Love
with
it.
us.
Great.
All right, guys. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you for an amazing 2024. 2025 is gonna be more the same.
It's gonna be just as bad, but with a new Switch, so like a lot better.
Yeah, get a Switch,
Right? Like and a 64.
and maybe a GTA.
Yeah, like it's gonna be a lot better than it's gonna be 2024, but with a 64 Switch and a new Grand Theft Auto. I mean, that's way better.
That sounds like a win to me.
And we're about to have like brand new land expansion. Like land's about to get cheap again.
Yeah.
Great.
Like development's about to go through the roof.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. Yeah. Great.
We're about
Love
to chop
it.
down all those forests.
Oh.
and put up Starbucks. Fucking
Oh, hey, actually, before we go,
Walgreens.
did you?
Yeah.
Did you
Walgreens
Walgreens.
everywhere.
yeah. Did you see that when he posted his post about like taking over Canada, he was in Switzerland in the image?
I don't look at you guys. I don't pay attention to anything he does.
Jesus.
Man. I'm just hoping to just wait for 4 years to go by. Maybe I'll get lucky and fall into a coma for 4
Coma.
years.
You get in a wreck, you just wake up. It's
Yeah,
like it's over. Wreck. You got a new person. It's great now.
Oh, everything's great, Delvin. Like, all right.
Also,
We annexed
also,
Mexico.
we annexed Canada and Mexico. Yeah.
The North American Alliance. We have, like that's a country you're part of.
We own Canada, but lost it in a dice game.
We lost it in a dice game.
We own Canada, but we lost it to Putin.
Playing Putin in spades.
Okay, hold on. I hate that that's an actual possibility. I fucking hate that.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
We traded Canada for some oil.
Unironically, that is probably 100% why
Yes.
he wants to annex Canada.
Oh no.
Yeah. Oh. What a show.
All right. I'm going to end this. Thank you guys for listening. My bad.
Come on, Kelvin. You're supposed to land the plane.
The plane is not landing. It's 4 hours.
Crash landing.
It's crashing in the Canadian wilderness.
Save yourselves. Jump
there
out.
There are several jokes I can make that I'm not going to make.
Thank you, everybody. We'll catch you.
What, you're not going to end with another joke about my tits?
We'll catch
No.
you. Wow.
No.
Wow. Make sure you make it Canadian. If you're going to tell a joke about Canadian tits, we had a Canadian joke.
Goddamn right.
Okay? The breasts.
Yes.
Nobody's sleeping in the middle of the bed. The middle of the bed is only where you do the business. But when everybody's ready to sleep, it's the side of the bed that can't be beat. It's the middle of the bed where lovers meet. But when it comes time to slumber, it's the edges. Ooh, 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 the edges.